Alright. So saya akan share dulu the first slide ya. Sekejap Oi, boleh tahan juga ni. Sekejap kita nak cuba settlekan as nicely as possible. Okay. So saya will be the one to assist you. So tengok juga ni macam mana nak set up ni. Okay. Alright. So we have your CV here.
Okay.
So Assalamualaikum, very good evening to everyone. So sekali ni kita ada sesi untuk kelas untuk bahagian strategi strategi management. So bersama kita ada kita punya pensyarah jemputan kita, Encik Muhammad Faiz Hakim bin Haji Hussein, council member with CILT. Jadi saya tak nak ambil ruang ni nak cerita, saya bagi dia ruang ni untuk cerita. Dia punya cerita sepenuhnya macam mana. So without further ado, saya serahkan pada Encik Faiz. Silakan. So I'm sorry kalau kita bercampur language kat sini.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir Rizal. Can I start now?
Yes. Proceed.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh kepada semua my brothers and sisters dekat Universiti Malaysia Terengganu.
Yes.
Betul Okay. UMT. Personally, I memang tak pernah ke sana lah. So one day insyaAllah satu hari ada rezeki mau singgah sana lah. Selalu dengar heard about the university from my colleague dekat CILT, Dr. Rosni. So one day I will make some time to drop by and see you.
Okay, can.
Okay. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Cik Faiz, you punya ni line putus-putus ya? Cik Faiz, can you hear me? Line putus-putus lah sikit, tak boleh dengar.
Myself with a document that really relate about me, which is my CV. Before I start, Hello,
Faiz. Tak boleh dengar tadi.
Clear tak?
Sekarang clear? Yes.
Sekarang clear?
Ya.
Okay, let me restart. I'm going to start my presentation with 555. What is 555? I have 5 points that I want you to take home today. 3 5. So maknanya ada 15 points I want the student to take home today. So the first 5 is you come to this lecture dengan santai. I want everybody to come in santai. I want everybody to be relaxed. and have fun. So I tak nak you pressure, whatever you have in your mind, pasal assignment tak siap ke, pasal anything, you leave it outside the door. Okay, we just focus on today and try to have fun as much as you can from this lecture. Yeah, and number two is wavelength. Wavelength is like a radio channel. So kalau I am transmitting something to you, tapi you at a different channel, you takkan dengar apa I cakap. So likewise, whatever you are saying, I takkan dengar kalau we are at a different wavelength. So I'm asking you to bring yourself up as if you're already working. You're already an executive working in your new company. Yeah, dah grad. You just imagine yourself dah grad. You bring yourself to that level. And myself, I will imagine myself as a student. So I'm bringing myself down to your level. Hopefully we can connect and we can relate with each other a lot. Yeah. So the third one is ask as many questions as you want. So basically, don't worry about me being a senior to you. I'm happy. I'm okay if you wanna address me as Faiz. Just call me Faiz. I'm okay. And I am also want you to stop me at any time. So as and when you rasa, tak faham lah, I need further clarification, just stop me on your mic, stop me and ask. Yeah, I'm okay. I do not have a problem to explain it further to you. Okay. Lepas tu the fourth one will be break. So if you want a break, you bagi tahu Sir Rizal akan arrange break berapa lama, 5 minutes ke 10 minutes. Yeah. So I leave it to you. Lastly is notes and takeaway. Don't worry about notes. Sir Rizal will share all the material that I shared with him to you. So don't worry about that, okay? So that is my first 5. So my second 5 will be the things, the agenda of the day. Yeah. So I'm gonna start my lecture with my CV. So you can see in front of you right now, that's my CV. And then I'm gonna go to a little briefing about CILT. And then I'm gonna talk a little bit about Sufi Group. And then number 4, I'm gonna talk about social media. How social media is very important to you. And last but not least, I want to speak about the future of transport, FOT. Okay, let's start with my CV. If you can see in front of you, I am the founder and group managing director of Sufi Group Sdn Bhd. Yeah, so I set up this company in 2016. I'm running the business until now. Yeah, so this is a summary of my CV, and then I used to co-found another business, Asia Global Total Logistics. So I sold off my share in the year 2021 because now I want to really focus on Sufi Group. Lepas tu, I also have a stint at Xinhua as the head group strategy. And then in 2013 to 2016, I am the group head at the group strategy at NCB Holding Berhad. Okay, I don't know if you can see. Rizal boleh naikkan sikit ke the slide? Okay. So and then in May 2010 to January 2013, I'm the head power energy division at Noble Star Services Sdn Bhd. And then July 99 to February 2010, I am the deputy head of corporate com at Northport Malaysia Berhad. So basically, I have a few stints at Northport. Okay, that is my basically my first job. I started the job in July 1999 in the last millennium. And then I had an internship at MISC from July 1997 to February 1998. Yeah, so I was assigned to as an intern at Liner Commercial Division, MIC Berhad. Okay, can we go to the next page? So basically, just now I've showed you the summary of my working experience. Yeah, so in a good CV, you need to be able to show your experience and summarize you as good as you can. So, well, again, everybody has their own idea on how CV should be done. So, my CV is 7 pages long, which is, I don't know. Again, it's up to the person. Yeah, some are 1 pager CV, some have 3 pages, but I'm a 7 pager guy. Yeah, so I'll try to fill it up as much as I can for anybody to see. Yeah, so in this page you can see all my experiences. Yeah, I I am the chairperson of International Business Forum. It's actually a subcommittee under Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. Yeah, and then I am the International Secretary General, yeah, of Global Freight Network. So in this Global Freight Network, we have about 38 countries. Sorry, it's about 30 countries. So we are growing our global logistic network. Yeah. So I'm also a council member at Federation of Malaysian Freight Forwarders until now. I am the Vice President of Persatuan Pengusaha Logistik Bumiputra. Yeah, and I have many I'm involved in many programs. Yeah, so for those students kat luar sana yang when you are active, please continue being active at school. Yeah, because I started actively when I was studying at UITM. Rizal is my he's not my he's my batch. I think he's my batch. Cuma dia different course dia. So we've been very active since our days even in UITM. So I brought that with me into my professional career during my corporate, and now I'm an entrepreneur. So I take that with me. So it is very good for networking. I will explain you as I go along why networking is very good. Yeah. I also share my accolades, some of the things I've achieved along the way. I am a port industry expert under Human Resource Ministry. I'm a chartered member of CILT, certified sustainability practitioner, lead auditor for Lloyd's, logistic cluster domain expert from Mike. Mike used to be our the Mike boss now is our lecturer, Rizal, Dato' Yusof. So Mike gave me this last year, and then I'm a certified professional marketeer, and number 7, I was a Malaysia top 100 LinkedIn personality in 2020. I pun tak tahu macam mana I dapat, but somehow they invited me and list me in that list. Yeah, so those are some things. Some of my personal accolades. Yeah, and then I love doing volunteer job. If you can see, I'm a earth rescuer since 2016. Port Klang Mangrove Conservation Program since 2008. Yeah, so I've been doing kalau ada apa-apa program, they will call me and I go and join them. The recent one I was with Westport, kita ada tanam mangrove somewhere dekat Pulau Indah tu. Yeah, so I'm active in MPK Community Gotong Royong, Majlis Pemandangan Kelang, and then World Food Program, UNEP Billion Trees Campaign. So those are the things that are involved. So I'll make sure I put that in my CV. And then the others, I am the council member of NCB Group Sustainability. So sustainability is a very close subject to me. I love sustainability so much. It's very close to my heart. I didn't put anything on sustainability in my lecture today, but if you guys really interested, I can have one session just for that. Yeah. I still write. I publish my articles mostly on my LinkedIn post. My topics are rugby, uh, ports and logistics. Yeah. So these are my passion. And then I headed or chaired a few council when I was working at Northport, and I love to speak. Yeah, I was invited as a guest speaker in various conferences from locally and internationally. So it became more when during the 2 years lockdown. So although we cannot travel, but I have international webinars. So I share my experiences, my apa happening in my life in the industry to all. Yeah. So I played rugby when I was in school, and I'm still playing in my SMS All Boys, the veteran team lah. The veteran. I cannot run so fast anymore, but I can play. I can do a good 10-minute run and then minta substitute lah, letih. I also a tenor saxophonist. I play saxophone during a marching band when at school. So whatever my activity, I capture it and I park it in my CV. And I start sekolah dekat sekolah Seksyen 2 Shah Alam. If you know that there's one school, sekolah menengah Sultan Salahuddin in Shah Alam. Tu sekolah budak nakal kat Shah Alam tu. So form 4 I joined sekolah menengah sains Selangor and graduated at my SPM there. Also, I joined BBA Transport in the year 1994 and graduated in the year 1998. I'm majoring on maritime. I student Pak Ungku Rizal. Student Pak Ungku dengan student Pak Chat. And then when I was working, the company sent me to do a postgraduate diploma in ports and logistics at Cambridge University. Instead of we are going to Cambridge, so they did it an executive program. So they brought the lecturers from university from Cambridge to teach us in Port Klang. So we did our postgrad diploma within 1 year and a half, yeah, and we graduated, alhamdulillah. Can we go to the next page, Rizal? Rizal, I want to start with my first working experience. Okay.
Bawa lagi.
Bawa lagi. Let's start from the beginning. Bawa lagi. Siap apa? MIC, okay, MIC, yeah.
Okay.
So at MIC, I was I was assigned to the Australia Trade Liner Commercial Division. So it's very interesting to me. Masa tu baru lepas belajar kan, practical all the way in KL. I need to travel every morning to MIC Berhad. So I was hoping to get a job there, yeah. Tapi I was very unfortunate because masa tu time nak grad tu gawat ya. So we have a bad economic recession and I didn't get a job there. Yeah. So I got a good 6 months or rather a little bit more than 1 year there. MIC was very kind to give a good allowance, yeah, if I may say. So okay lah, alhamdulillah, cover my cost and enjoyed working with MIC. So moving up sikit, Rizal. And then alhamdulillah in the year 1999, if you can see, I tak dapat kerja immediately lepas habis 1998 tu gawat, was looking for a job, tak ada kerja. And then alhamdulillah in July 1999 I got a job here at Northport. So this is my apa dia panggil junior executive. So I started in the wharf side. So kerja dekat tepi laut, attend kapal keluar masuk. So again, it's very interesting, practical dengan company kapal, and then kerja pula dekat ports yang attend kapal every day. So I got to work with the cranes, with all the big ships. I mean, it really changed the way I look at things. So it was really exciting, and I'm working on the shift. Yeah, I'm working on the shift. So there was a 3 shift. Shift. So the daylight shift will be pukul 8 pagi sampai 4 petang, and then afternoon shift will be 4 p.m. to midnight, and the night shift ataupun dia panggil the graveyard shift will be starting from 12 midnight until 8 a.m. in the morning. So as a junior executive memang kena bully lah. So all the time I kalau kena overtime ke kerja malam memang dia bully habis-habis lah. But I really enjoyed it. So I worked myself up, and my last position here was the customer accounts manager. So I'm taking care of Grand Alliance Shipping. So kebetulan MISC is part of Grand Alliance. Dia ada 5 company, PNO, Netloyd, OCL, NYK, Hapag-Lloyd and MISC. So I get to meet some of my old bosses masa I was in an internship. So dulu kerja dengan diorang, now I'm working at the port. So they become my customer. So it's very interesting. And Alhamdulillah, I got to travel quite a lot too. So when I was at Northport, masa tu they park me under ASEAN. So I'm taking care of ASEAN. So I need to go to like Jakarta. I need to go to Thailand, Philippines, like all the time. Macam all the major cities in Jakarta, in Indonesia, I've been. So really enjoyed working with all the experience. Yeah. So the trick is to offer yourself up lah. Kalau tak dapat, minta je. Saya cakap, when I can get to travel. So once tanya je, terus hantar on my next plane. So I need to do a presentation semua. So it's good, yeah. So moving up, Cik Rizal. Okay, and then they moved me out of operations. And then they moved me out also from marketing. I joined the corporate communication. So at corporate com, although I'm still in the port, but I'm doing something else. I'm doing more on the promotion. I'm organizing events for the ports. Yeah, so I get to engage in a lot of other things. So here, we at the corporate com division. I participated in a lot of awards for the port. Yeah, so we become the best multi-purpose terminal in Asia Pacific in 2009, and then kita receive what we call Frost and Sullivan Award, and banyak lagi ya. So again, I use a lot my experience in association, organizing events. So I became one of the secretariat of APA. APA is ASEAN Port Association. Yeah. So I attended the meeting. I presented dekat Singapore, and then I was the APA rep for the company from 2007 to 2010. So, but by this time I got bored in corporate life. I really got bored, and I cakap, hey, I want to try business. I really wanted to try business, and I call up some of my friends. I say, hey, why don't we do something? So kebetulan I have a friend who's already running his own company. Rizal knows him, Azrul. I joined Azrul. Can you go out with that? So Azrul has a logistic company. They call the company Noble Star. Yeah? So he was kind enough to offer me to buy some of his shares. So adalah sikit duit. I purchased about was it 5% or 10%? Tak ingat dah. So I purchased that share, and I become the partner lah. So it was good. That was the first time I ever really going into entrepreneurship. But again, it's my friends punya company lah. Yeah. So at Noble Star, I I became the head of power and energy division. So power and energy is basically focusing on the power business. So my biggest client was TNB, Tenaga Nasional Berhad. So I was here for only a while. I joined in March 2010. I left in February 2013. So basically, about tak sampai 3 tahun lah, tak sampai 3 tahun. But when I was there, I secured a huge project. The first one was Manjung Power Plant. So kita secure Manjung Power Plant. Dipanggil Manjung 4 project, Manjung 4. So the value of the contract was 10 million ringgit. So kita alhamdulillah kita dapat secure that job, and then we secured another big project there, Ulu Jelai Hydroelectric Power Plant. So they're building a new empangan di Ulu Jelai for hydroelectric. So that one cost about 22 million ringgit. So I really enjoy working there. And then suddenly my old boss dekat Northport give me a call. Hey Faiz, I want you to come back and help me. Hey, so I cakap, why why do you need me to come back? I'm having fun here. So kata no, they're gonna appoint me as CEO, and I want you to be one of my deputies lah. So I'm heading some of the department. So it's very hard decision to make. It was very hard decision to make. Tapi my former boss tu is willing to double my salary. So I cakap, okay, you double my salary, I leave the company now. Okay, dia kata, I'll give whatever you want. So when I was at Noble Star, I'm already taking home what 8K a month. So they double my salary to 16, I belah. So again, what I'm sharing with you ni semua, all the students here, this is what you need to do if you want to increase your salary. So it's not easy, but you need to know your worth. You need to give your best. You are the value. Orang nak kita kan, orang nak kita demand lah. So the thing is, I don't want to leave. But when he doubled my salary, I know he's serious. Number one. Number two, I of course you have an increase of income. It'll be good for your family, kan? So I left anyway. So moving up to the next page, Rizal. Okay, so this is my second stint. At Northport. So immediately I was a head of strategic initiative management. So I organized. I'm the chief strategist for the company. So I worked. This is only for a short while in 2013 to 2014. It's about 1 year. I organized everything for the company. Suddenly, my boss got an offer to become the head of the group, the NCB Holdings. So NCB Holdings ni ialah satu company yang public listed company. Dia ada dua anak syarikat, which is Northport and Continental National. So sebelum ni dia ajak saya balik ke Northport. He is the CEO there. So he was promoted to group managing director. So he asked me to join him at NCB Holdings. Moving up, Lisa. So now I'm at NCB Holding as head group strategy. Okay, and this is my last position before I went into entrepreneurship. So when I was here, I'm taking care of the two subsidiaries, Northport and Continental National. We have a few other smaller subsidiaries like Northport District Park, Sdn Bhd, and a few more. So I'm in charge to taking care of the strategic direction of the company. So we have a common goal for the group, and at that time we proposed to start a new port, the Pulau Keri Terminal. So that was proposed during my time, and now Lembaga Pelabuhan Kelang is actually finishing, completing that last study, and I think they're going to launch it in this decade. Okay, that is going to be a new terminal. Sebab dekat Port Klang we have 3 ports, which is North Port, West Port, and the last one is going to be Pulau Keri. So that is something that I started, and I think LPK, Lembaga Pelabuhan Klang, will continue that. So when I was at NCB Holding, MMC Corporation Berhad came and purchased the company. They came and purchased the company. So suddenly I realized, hey, this is a good time to leave. Sebab Haji Abi, my former boss, he was offered a pay up, one pay up, and he left the company. So I cakap, well, this is a good time for me to go back to apa nama tu, entrepreneurship. So naik atas sikit, Rizal. So I started this company, Asia Global Total Logistics. I co-founded the company in the year 2016, and I left Noble Star. I left NCB Holdings Berhad. So my partner is Mr. Ng Ai Chuan. He's the managing director, the owner of Xinhua Holding Berhad, in Johor. So I'm back. So now I'm a 30% partner for this company. Of course, Mr. Ng hold 40%, and Rosely, my other partner, hold another 30%. So during that time, I'm also assisting Xinhua as their head group strategy. I'm dealing with their shareholders. I'm organizing some fundraising for them because Xinhua is expanding, and I'm arranging them to purchase new land and build new warehouse in Shah Alam. Kalau you tengok dekat Batu Tiga tu, ada Xinhua, ada 4-story warehouse in near Batu Tiga Tol. So that is basically my baby lah. I'm the one who proposed it, started it. So I sold off my share in 2021, and I told them, guys, No, actually I left because Ng want to take the Asia Global Total Logistics into to become 100% owned by Xinhua Holding Berhad. So I need to sell off my share and become a worker. So I become the staff lah. So I cakap, I tell myself, look, I don't want to work with anybody anymore. I'd rather work on my own. So I left and I started Sufi Group Sdn Bhd. See, you can go up, Rizal. So this is Sufi Group. Sufi Group Sdn Bhd. Our core business is number one, advisory. Kita buat some consultancy, and then the second core will be logistics, and the third core is trading. So under the advisory, our company is the advisor of maritime and logistics for the state of Perlis. So kita ada buat some study on Perlis Maritime Corridor. So kita redevelop Perlis Inland Port, and we also plan to launch a new port, Perlis Port. So these are something. So the Perlis Inland Port kita dah launch last year or rather early this year. Sultan Raja Perlis himself had launched it. So we have a new 500 acre site dekat Nanjuping Valley. So that was our project. And then I am one of the consultants under Port Klang Authority for the Pulau Keri feasibility study. I did a study for the Labuan New Port of Ranca-Ranca, and right now we are bidding on Port of Bintulu privatization extension, Kemaman Port expansion plan, and also APEC, Asia Pacific Economic Caucus, or another council, I think. They're doing a study on ease of doing business for all APEC economies. So we are bidding for that. Sufi Group also collaborating closely with Maritus University to develop a seafarer apps. We're working closely with them right now, and Malaysian Association of Ship Owners, yeah. And then we work closely with UITM to develop halal logistic training in Indonesia. So Sufi Group juga is a founding member of Global Freight Network. Yeah, we have a member about 30 countries all over the world, and we are also a member of International Business Forum under CILT, where we have a member of about 40 countries all over the world. So these are all my networking efforts, and this is where all the business are. Yeah. So let's go straight to the last page, Rizal.
Last page, eh?
Last page. Okay, this one. Okay. So I was born in the year 1976. Yeah. I'm married orang Perak, orang Tanjung Malim. Tapi orang Tanjung Malim dia tak ada apa Perak punya accent tu, dia tak ada. Dia sebab dia border kepada Selangor. So kita cakap orang putih. Bola pun tak tahu nak sokong Selangor ke, tak tahu nak sokong Perak. Jadi kita sokong tim yang bengong-bengong sikit. Nama tim tu Manchester United. Okay. So again, kalau you can see in my CV, I list down my characteristic, my interest. So again, while I'm introducing myself, introducing my career move, I'm trying to inspire you if you are inspired, and I'm trying to share with you some of the things that I put on my CV. So this CV is for you. Later, Sir Rizal, I can share with you whether you want to use it or you want to make it better, or summarize it further for you. Feel free to take it. Yeah. So that's my mobile number, my email, my residence where I'm staying right now. Moving down, Rizal. Ni kalau siapa-siapa nak ambil air kerja, I'm gonna ask for this amount. But right now, I'm running my own business. I don't need to work with anybody, but I still update my CV. Why? Because that's where I monitor my growth. I monitor my all the things that I did, all the achievement, and I compile it, everything there. Yeah. So going down further, Rizal, I want to show them my references. So Datuk Razak is the former international president at CILT. So naturally, he's my bro. He's my boss. So and kalau anybody want to do a reference, they can call him. Yeah, I think Rizal also personally know him. Tak payahlah cerita kenangan tu. Lupakanlah cik. And then Haji Abi Sofyan is the boss yang invited me to rejoin Northport. So he left and he started his own consultancy business. Sufi Group is collaborating with his new company on certain projects. Yeah, so I put him as also my reference. So I think he's important in my career growth. It's important in giving a direction for me to go. Yeah, so I think he's one of the best referee. I confident lah kalau anybody call him, he will say good things about me lah. And then Elvin Chua is my president at Federation of Malaysian Freight Forwarder. I'm a council member since 2017 or 2018. Yeah, so we do a lot of things together when I was while I am at the federation. So we go on a business trip together. We go on because FMFF is part of FIATA, so we were in FIATA in Bali. We were in FIATA in Paris a few years back, and now and we also host FIATA Kuala Lumpur 2 tahun lepas ke 3 tahun lepas. So kita sama-sama host with with everybody around the world coming here. So these are my CV. If you have any question about my CV, please do ask. If not, we move on to another boring slide.
Ada question ni, Cik Faiz.
Yes, please do.
Boleh?
Boleh.
Kita ada dua question if I'm not mistaken ni.
Okay.
First question dia tanya, what knowledge or experience did you gain during internship? That's the first question. And then the second one was, what preparation needs to be made to meet the challenges of employment? Kalau boleh share sikit-sikit lah sebelum kita masuk ke slide.
Yang betul tu preparation macam mana? Tak faham. What preparation to be made for the challenges in working environment, macam tu
preparation nak sedia sebelum employment rasanya ni lah, besides CV, what else needs to be done prior before engagement for the actual interview.
Okay. So let me start with the internship. When I was at the intern at MIC, my first objective is to work there. So I bukan datang nak buat internship je, I memang nak terus kerja. And so naturally we need to impress everybody on board lah, yeah. So your bosses, you get to meet another bosses, GM sini, GM sana. Every GM in the liner service division tu, I personally know them. I attended all the meetings. I'll try to speak in the meeting. When you need to speak, you need to understand the subject matter, and so I'm getting myself involved, yeah. So I'm trying not to be the intern yang kena photostat. I'm trying not to be the intern yang buat coffee. Well, I still do it, yeah. Because every time I want to make coffee, I will ask my boss, boss, you nak coffee? And unfortunately, I don't smoke because my boss loves to smoke. Kalau I smoke, I lagi rapat dengan orang aku. And if I play golf, then I rapat lagi, but I don't play golf. So again, it's up to you, you know. Nobody can change that. If you really want it, you're gonna do it, yeah. So there's no advice actually. Kalau you really macam mana nak bagi contoh, kalau you nak tackle awet kan. If you really want her or you really want that guy, you must do the best for her kan, or for him. So your appearance is good kan. You find out something about her or him. You try to you clean yourself up kan. Tak ada nak merepek-repek. So sama lah, you want the job to get a job there. So that's what you do. So unfortunately, it was gawat, yeah. I was advised by the head of HR masa tu. Basically, they're willing to take me already because of gawat. They froze employment. So I was so heartbroken lah. But tapi I know kalau tak gawat, I'm getting that job. I'm just unlucky, bad timing, yeah. So again, talking about preparation, kalau you know how to prepare. You like any human being, you want to go to class, you know what to bring. Don't tell me you don't know to make sure you have a wear collared shirt or necktie to class kan. Takkan nak pakai round neck je, takkan nak pakai slipper kan. You know what you need to do. You know that there's no secret, ya. Dia tak ada benda yang luar biasa. Semua benda tu standard. You come early, yeah, you be punctual, you're attentive in the class, you bring your notes, you do a bit of reading beforehand. So kalau you nak pergi interview with that company, you must know about the company by now, yeah. And now is better, yeah. Dulu masa our time dulu, internet baru-baru nak start, yeah. So there's no, kalau kita Google pun tak ada, masa tu pakai Yahoo. Kalau kita Yahoo tak banyak benda pasal company tu ada. Adalah sikit, but tak banyak, ya. So you need to go to the library and do some readings, ya. That's about it. But we still do. Tapi sekarang information at your fingertips, ya. Literally at your fingertips. You just use your finger, you can find whatever information about the company. And just to read from the website is not enough. You can go to their social medias, yeah. You see how they behave. You can see the trending, yeah. You know macam mana they communicate. So automatically you already know how to how to comment. Kalau dia kata from my personal view, the company dekat is doing this and this dalam social media. If I would be able to propose, I would propose them to do this and this and this, yeah. So again lah, kalau if you really want it, you really put your head to it, insyaAllah you will get the job. You will get the job. I'm not worried lah. I
We
hope
have
I answer
one
your
more.
question.
Ni, Encik Hafiz, Faiz, we have one more question, kalau you boleh. Dia tanya kalau if you're a newbie, ni rasa soalan generation Y generation ke Z generation ni soalan. Pasal starting salary. I think because he saw your salary starter tu, dia video bagi kata, macam mana nak dapat salary besar-besar ni?
Again lah, okay bro, I'm already 25 years in this industry, so I'm basically slightly older than you guys. So of course lah, kan, we can achieve a better salary than newbie. I think right now you pun dah ada lah company yang boleh bayar good salary. For example, if you immediately got a job in Petronas, I think they give you 4,500 straight. No question asked. You need fresh grad. So, but again lah, to get there, you need to be prepared lah. I mean, you need to have the best results, you know. And so, you can be active, things like that. And so, but to me, I started my job with my salary RM1,100 je when I was starting way back in the year 1999. Yeah. So when I was at the port, my salary is just RM1,100. Tolak EPF tu tak sampai RM1,000 pun. Take home. Cakap kepala otak dia orang ni. Tolak EPF tu. Apa. So tapi kita daripada tak pernah kerja dapat kerja, shock lah dapat gaji kan. It's trying to be, tapi again lah, zaman I dulu tak ada Starbucks, tak ada smartphone, so I tak ada pressure nak pergi beli iPhone ke, tak ada pressure nak kena minum Starbucks. I don't need to update with the latest devices, kan? iPad semua tak perlu because we don't have that, so we can survive with RM1,000. Sekarang ni kalau RM1,500 pakai iPhone 13 habis lah. Lepas tu nak kena seminggu sekali pergi Starbucks, habis lah. And of course lah, the food is so much cheaper time tu. Sekarang ni ada macam-macam makanan yang I know lah, duduk sekali je dah RM20. I personally pun cannot imagine lah macam mana lah orang nak survive kalau makan mahal macam ni kan. So try to live a low cost lah for when you starting. And if you can see what I did tadi, I jump jobs taklah banyak pun actually. I jump a few jobs until I got bored with corporate life. I start my own. So that's where the money is, when you become your own. And a lot of the term new noobs sekarang ni, they pun tak nak kerja dengan orang. They want to do their own. So I see a lot of the youngsters kan, they set up dia punya own. In fact, dia bawa bawa Grab lah kan, semua benda tu. Kalau you ada kereta semua, experiencing yourself, they call it gig economy. So there's a lot more that you can get. You can start up your own business, even online. I see a lot of people selling tudung lah, baju lah, books, stuff online. So this is happening now. We don't have this during our time. So you choose. If you want to go on a corporate route, you work hard, you do your best, you jump jobs. Kena cari job yang elok lah kan. Kalau setakat increment RM500 tak payah jump lah kan. Kalau you make sure you jump with a RM1,000 salary kan, barulah you jump. Best lah, from 2,000 you dapat RM3,000 in the next job, shock lah kan. So you stay a few years, kalau you nampak another opportunity, and open yourself to be working overseas. I wanted to go overseas but tak pernah ada peluang lah ya. Kalau you berani pergi Singapore, I have a lot of my juniors at ITM. They work in Singapore, yeah. So they got a job in Dubai, Qatar, yeah. So if you have a chance, go ahead, yeah. Work for a few years. So working ni important about discipline lah. It's about discipline. So kalau you tak work, you tak discipline. When you tak discipline, you cannot do anything. You cannot run your own business if you're not disciplined. Yeah, so I think this is very important thing to do. Yeah, so kalau you want to go entrepreneurship directly, you focus a little bit more in your accountancy class. Sebab managing your financial is important. Yeah, but in business, especially kalau you raise some fund from your friend, your family, or the funds coming from magic for unicorn kan, you become a unicorn. So you need to understand a little bit more about finance lah, how to manage your money. That's very important. And always work is a work hard thing ya. Dia tak macam dalam TV glamour macam drama TV tu balik gerak terus pakai BMW duduk dalam office, own office, tak ada. It's a work hard thing ya. Memang kena fokus ya. But insyaAllah if you work hard, you'll be there at the promised land. And I personally offered to myself to coach you guys lah. If anything you want me to coach you, you just have to contact me. I tak ada masalah. I hope I answer your question.
So harapnya jelas siapa yang bertanya tadi Lang. Mr. Lang tadi. So kita move on to the next one.
Okay. You go to slide 2, which is CILT.
Okay. Kalau nak cari Slide 2 on Sufi Group
Oh no, I think Sufi Group No, I think it's CILT lah. Slide 2 is CILT.
Itu CILT. Okay, let's see. Okay, Faiz. You boleh start on CLT?
Okay. So CILT ni I want you, like I said just now during my first chapter under my CV, networking is something very important to me. I've been networking during my university times. I'm active in association. I tidaklah jadi pemimpin pelajar dia panggil apa? Yang elective, yang ada student punya elected member tu kan. I tak go to that level lah, but I'm very active working with them in a lot of events. Yeah, so I take a lot of pride with my experience working with association, and now I'm giving back. Why I am at CILT? I'm trying to give back to my my varsity or rather CILT is where I study lah. Yeah, so I need to go and expand to the new future generation like you guys to come and join us at CILT. So can we go to the first slide, Rizal? Okay, we are CILT. Kalau you notice, we're not just from Malaysia, yeah. We have about 40 countries from all over the world, CILT right now. So CILT was started in UK, and naturally most of the Commonwealth countries has CILT. But now we are expanding to US, we are expanding to China, we are expanding, and we have a lot of members from Africa. Yeah, so you just imagine kalau macam katak bawah tempurung kalau you just happy with where you are right now je, you spend time with your friends, and kita kat Malaysia kita ada three races ya, Chinese, Indian, Malay ya. Kalau we just hang out with our Malay friends saja ataupun Chinese friends saja, then we not going to grow ya. But if you are good in your relationship, your networking with Malaysian, so the only way next is going international. So although my company is based in Malaysia, but joining CILT, I get to engage with all these nationalities all over the world. Yeah, so CILT ada about 50,000 members, individual members from around the world. So you just imagine you have an opportunity to engage with each and every one of them. Although memang tak ter-engage lah 50,000 kan, but still we can do a lot. Yeah. Can we get to the next slide? As you know, or you might not know, CILT is a professional body for everyone to work in supply chain, logistics, and transport. Yeah? We are basically a global family representing professionals. Yeah, I will show you later in some of the slides how as students pun you can start being involved, and how and why when you become a junior executive you need to be on board so that then you have more opportunities. Just now somebody asked about salary, how to jump job, tapi nak pergi mana? You tak kenal orang. So joining this networking will help you, because you have members from all over the world, and the mission is to give individual and organization access to tools, knowledge, connection, and success in the logistic and transport industry. Going next slide, please. So okay, this is how we started. CILT started in the year 1919. Yeah, so basically we are more than 100 years old organization, institute. Yeah, so and the patron of CILT is the Queen herself. Yeah, so imagine being in an institute with the Queen of England as your patron. So it's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. The institute. I'm going to share this slide with you. You can read more, and if you need to know more, you can go to the website. Yeah. So we are more than 100 years. I think a lot of experiences have been collected, knowledge has been collected. So by joining, yes, by joining us, there you can have access to this as well. Moving over to the next slide, Lisa. Next slide. Okay. Under CILT International, kita ada 3 main subcommittee. So number 1 is Women in Logistics. Yeah, so Women Logistics was founded in the year 2013, and they're going to promote the industry to female members and encourage support in their career and development. So Women in Logistics, or WILAT, now has over 3,000 members from 28 countries all over the world. So for the ladies out there, sometimes you feel some of the challenges, having a glass ceiling on top. Yeah, so in WILAT, by engaging with our WILAT, so you have some banyak like-minded friends. Yeah, so to work with. So this is very interesting, and I seriously encourage you to come and join CILT and WILAT, so that because they understand your challenges. Yeah, so for you to grow in the industry, this is where you are. Yeah? Next slide, please. Okay, this is next generation. Okay, next generation ni okay, again, I want to reiterate something that somebody has asked tadi about you nak jump career kan, tapi kita nak jump pergi mana? We don't know people kan. So by joining CILT, dia ada satu lagi subcommittee nama dia Next Generation. So Next Gen is focusing about you growing to become the captain of your own industry. So Kalau basically this is where you connect and you link yourself up. So you start knowing people, same people from the other companies, same young company. So kalau your friend from the outside kata, hey, come, there's an opening here for a manager, yeah. So you will know because it's all about being about engagement. So as next gen, kita ada program, kita ada macam training program, which I will explain you in the later slide. So I totally encourage you guys to join us. So and a lot of our next gen punya program, they have events dengan the captain of the industry, Tony Fernandez, yeah. So and then kita ada event dengan government, dekat Ministry of Transport. So these are all the exposure they're giving you. So sometimes your company tak expose you, yeah, dia letak you at one corner, but by joining this professional institute, you get to attend bigger programs, yeah. Kalau tak pun bos-bos je selalu attend events, kan. So I think this is good for you. Moving to the next slide. Okay, International Business Forum, this is where I am the chairperson of IBF Malaysia. So macam the last two tadi, they're focusing on women in logistics, and also focusing on the next generation, the young executive like you guys. So personally, my job is to focus on the business side of the institute, yeah. So I'm taking care of all the corporate members. So kita ada about 135 corporate members. Some are not active anymore. When I say active, dia tak active or non-active, basically dia orang tak bayar yuran lah. Kalau dia bayar yuran, dia aktif lah. But we have about 135 with us, yeah. So what we're trying to do is to have a virtual networking session, business linkage, yeah. Kita bagi chance untuk dia speak, untuk orang dengar, ya. So they have visibility and event and conferences. And why this is important is because kadang-kadang our company is lonely just here in Malaysia, but you need to start engaging with your international counterpart. So by being in the IBF, we can start talking to IBF members from other countries. For example, yeah, Sufi Group, kita tak ada office. We don't have office dekat Australia, but I do a lot of business from Australia. Yeah? A lot of personal shoppers from Australia and Europe are my customers. So how I manage their business there, I'm using IBF. So IBF, one of the IBF member in Australia, Applied Logistics, is a member of CLT IBF. So Clear has been managing my businesses from Melbourne and Adelaide for the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah. So they've been helping me. So kalau I nak expand to another country in Europe or Africa, I just need to contact the offices in these countries. So they will propose to me who to work with. So this is quite interesting lah. Yeah, sebab and you don't have to worry about company ni okey ke tak, dia tipu ke, tak buat kerja ke, kan. Kalau bayar dia lari dengan duit ke tak, you don't have to worry because they are also part of the CLT universe, and if anything happen, the officers going to vouch for us, yeah. So kita tak perlu risau, suddenly you get a bad company, and you need to transfer duit, tiba-tiba hilang, terus tak buat apa-apa, kan. So the institute will guarantee on that, yeah. Okay, moving on. Okay, this is the CLT membership grades, yeah. So we can start with the student member. You yourself can become a member, yeah, a student member. So you will receive notification in your emails, yeah, to some newsletters. And right now you don't need that. You just follow us on our social media. You will get everything, yeah. And of course, we are accessible via on the website as well. So you can find this. And then we go to affiliate member. We go to MILT, just a member, ordinary member of CILT. And then you can go to chartered membership. I am a chartered member, CMILT, and the highest order will be fellow, FCILT. So I lupa lah Dr. Rosni ada fellow ke tak. I think he has a fellow, yeah.
Ada dia, baru nanti. Ada.
Yeah. So fellowship is the highest order lah. Yeah, I'm not that level yet. So Dr. Rosni is a higher level than me. Of course lah, the other doctor, I tak ada doctor kan. So but again, all of you, this is all for you. So you can do more. So when I'm at chartered fellow level, we need to start engaging with people like you. Yeah, we want to invite you and tell you the importance of being to this networking, to this institute, so you can do more with whatever you have. Yeah, right. Moving on. Okay. CLT in Malaysia was formed in the year 1965. Although CLT in UK was founded in the year 1919, only in the year 1965 it arrived to Malaysia. We have about 9 state section. So kita ada Melaka, Johor, Perak, Selangor, KL, ya, semua ada. And then of course kat sini pun all the 3 forums, the 3 subcommittees pun ada sini, Milad, Next Gen and IBF, all are organized here. Kita ada about close to 3,000 members in Malaysia. We have about 26 accredited training partners and 71 industry partners. So we are located in Shah Alam, dekat Worldwide Business Center, dekat just next to the Aeon Shah Alam, yeah, if you've been there. So, and we have churned out a lot of students over the years from CRT, and you can see our Sir Rizal is one of the success story of CRT in Malaysia. Dia banyak ilmu tu, you all tak tanya, you all rugi lah. Okay. As and when you have any question, please stop me. Yeah. Don't get bored. Yeah. Okay. Moving on to the next slide.
Okay.
Okay. This is our new president. President Dato Muhammad Mohyuddin was minted last year. We had masa tu kita punya AGM in apa nama tu? Online, 100% online. So that was the AGM with the most members coming, because when online you tak ada benda nak buat kat rumah, you just on your computer, you dah boleh participate kan. Selalu kalau physical AGM, I think the most kita ada 70 atau 80, 100 pun tak pernah sentuh lah, I think. Tapi we meet the minimum quorum lah. Tapi kalau online itu, I think close to 500 members joining us on that. So Dato' Muhyiddin won, become the first, the new president, and we have about this is our state section, yeah. So Johor, Melaka, Selangor, Terengganu. Of course, Terengganu, you can see Dr. Rosni there. Perak, Penang, Sabah, Sarawak, and Kuala Lumpur. Yeah. So these are all the bosses lah from the state. So the chairman of every state, dia akan ada dia punya own election, small election. So siapa yang dapat jadi chairman automatically jadi council at CILT. Yeah. Macam I'm not from the state. I was elected directly at the national level. Yeah. So this year is the end of my tenure, 3 years tenure. So I'm gonna try to defend my position lah. So I think that around July there's going to be another AGM, and I hope to stay and serve the institute for at least 3 more years. Yeah. Moving on to the next slide, Cik Rizal. Okay. The role of logistics and transport, what you can see, it was driven by this principle. Embracing global leadership. So I mentioned about this earlier on. So kita tengok, we think and act as global leaders for our profession in the industry. We demonstrate professionalism. So we set a very high standard for logistics and transport right now, and then for the rest of our members, country members, to adhere with them. Encourage diversity. Like I said just now, bukan Melayu, Cina, India je. We have so many other nationalities, skin colors, yeah, all over the world. So we actively engage in our industry, whatever skill, age, gender, and nationality. being passionate. Yeah, I mentioned this also earlier. If you really want something about it, you go for it. Yeah, so being passionate. So our vibrant energy, progressive attitude to key for drive growth, and becoming a family. So to me personally, CILT has become a big and happy family. Um, we have another WhatsApp group. Yeah, under because we at the council member level, we have a WhatsApp group dengan all our members from all over the world, all the other council members from all over the world. So dalam group tu je ada about 300 members, all are leaders in their industry, all the leaders in their country. So if we want to do anything, we just mention it in the group, somebody will catch it. Yeah, so it's very interesting, and I want you to be part of it. So going to the next slide. So I think we touched about this just now. So this is the level of expertise. Yeah, we start with awareness, knowledge, competence, and expertise. So we can safely say Dr. Rosni is one of the expert in this industry. So you better go to his office tomorrow and learn so much from him. Yeah. But Rizal, you still chartered, kan? You just like me, kan?
Ya.
So
Masih jatuh member.
Rizal my
Tapi
level
dah
lah.
pencen lah dia tu.
My level lah. Yeah. So kalau ada apa-apa hal, tanya Rizal, tanya Faiz, sama je jawapan dia. Kita orang sama level, competent. Okay, moving on. CILT training. Yeah. Okay, macam I cakap tadi, kadang-kadang your company, you don't know what kind of training that you want. So CILT can offer you. And sometimes your company, your human resource department, ada some budget for training. So you can get all the training ideas from CILT. Yeah. So I think I need to know and learn about this. For me to grow, I think I need to do a training like this. So CILT can offer you this training. Yeah. So right now lagi senang. So a lot since 2020, 2021, a lot of our training has become hybrid, or online. So you can learn from the comfort of your office ataupun from the comfort of your home, just to be trained. Yeah. So come with us. You will have access to all of this. Yeah. Moving on. I think we already touched this. Now the next one. Okay, I think this is the last slide. So in summary, the institute is a leading professional body to provide pathway and professional qualification for individuals and organizations to involve directly or indirectly in the transport, logistics, and supply chain management. Yeah, so we are connected with the government, industry, and academia. Yeah? So kalau you perasan, a lot of your lecturers are also a member in CILT, and myself, I'm from the industry and from the government as well. One of our chartered member is Dato' Isham Ishak. Dato' Isham Ishak is a KSU for Ministry of Transport. He's also a chartered member. So very interesting. I think we are complete lah. We are complete, well connected, and just last year we received industry lead body punya status from Ministry of Transport and Ministry of Human Resource. So if we since we become the ILB, we become the advisor to the ministry on issues relating to logistics and transport and supply chain. So you just imagine a lot of things that you can get from by joining us. Even by joining us, kalau just jadi member tak buat apa-apa pun you tak dapat. So involve in the program, yeah, engage with us, try to come join the event or organize the event together with us, become a member of our subcommittee, yeah. So macam tak, kalau you are, some of you are in Terengganu, we have CILT Terengganu, yeah. So you can engage with them. Dr. Rosni will lead you the way. Yeah, you don't have to. But if you in Kuala Lumpur nearer, so kat sini kita ada the headquarters. Kita ada CILT Kuala Lumpur, ada CILT Selangor. Ya, so memang lebih banyak lah kalau you are in stay in this area in Klang Valley. But don't worry, you have Dr. Rosni to get you the way. Okay. I think that's about it for CILT. Thank you very much. Ada soalan?
For now belum lagi lah Encik Faiz. Belum
Okay.
lagi. Kita boleh move on. Okay, nak
Boleh move
break
on.
dulu.
Kalau nak break, I leave it to you. Berapa minit nak break? Nak pergi toilet ke? Nak refresh yourself ke? Nak stop rokok ke? But since we are online kan, tak ada hal pun. Boleh je.
Tak ada masalah. Kita boleh proceed je, tak ada masalah tu.
Off camera pergi je. Okay, the next slide will be Sufi Group.
Okay, hold on okay, let me get it ready.
I'm just going to go through the Sufi Group just slightly very fast because I already mentioned some of it masa dekat CV tadi kan. So okay. So we go to the next slide terus. So this is our mission and vision. We're trying to simplify logistics, and then access to products and approach to funds. So CILT, CILT pula. Sufi Group, Sufi Group is not just it's more than logistics. It's not just focusing on logistics. We can assist you on. Okay lah, I'll give you an example. Just now I mentioned a lot of people doing online business and dia beli daripada China, lepas tu dia jual over Malaysia. So we can assist you on the logistic part, yeah. So first and foremost, paling mudah is courier lah, we have courier services. Tapi once your volume start growing by the containers, it is no more cheaper. We learn in our economic class the economies of scale, yeah. Once you can buy more by the bulk, so you reduce the unit price, so your margin per SKU is more. So we can assist you on that. First we teach you, and then if you can do it on yourself, we go ahead. Yeah. So these are some of the things that I do to my customer. First, I work with them. I organize the shipment with them. Macam contoh, my customer from Australia and Europe. Macam we have personal shoppers, ya. Dia orang ada macam Instagram je. Dia orang tak ada website pun, pakai Instagram je. So dia jual Dior punya handbag, Prada, LV punya handbag and shoes. So benda tu mahal, ya, benda tu mahal. And we cannot even ship it by air macam tu je. We need to get somebody to personally purchase it and bawa sendiri dalam kapal terbang, ya. So kalau kita hantar air freight, kemungkinan hilang tinggi because it's very valuable. Satu handbag kan RM3,000 kan. Kotak kecil je, dah berpuluh ribu, beratus ribu. So we assist them how to do this. But once they found a cheaper way, they found a better partner, we're going to leave it to them, yeah. So we're going to teach them how to do this. And our mission is IR 4.0 hybrid, yeah. We basically in between, online and offline. So kalau you nak buat business offline, we can do it. If you want to do it online pun, we can do it. So we work closely with you on this, yeah. Moving on. This is our headquarters. Sufi Group is located in Setia Alam. My office is here at Trefoil. Kalau you tahu dekat sebelah Setia City Mall tu ada di Soho Port Trefoil, ya. So we have an office here, and then these are all our address, our contact number, our banks, yeah. So just to share, our office has not been inhabited for the last 2 years kot. Sebab my staff masa dekat masa MCO lockdown, they're happily working at home, yeah. So and we have never opened office since, and a lot of my customers pun dah tak nak datang office lah. So kita jumpa kat Starbucks, kita jumpa dekat Mama, So I'm thinking about converting my office into Airbnb. Sebab right now all my staff are working from home, and I'm happy this way, and my staff are also happy. Sometimes anak dia sakit atau mak dia sakit, during COVID banyak orang sakit kan, so dia orang minta MC kan, tak payah MC, you go. Tak payah ambil cuti, you go. When you available, you reply my text or you reply the emails. Yeah, I know walaupun you cuti, you jaga mak you, tapi ada je time yang you ada gap yang free, kan? So kalau you kata you free at the year, you can attend to my call, I give you a call, kita call. So right now it's become norm. Yeah, I think we truly embrace the work from home punya mentality. Yeah, so I save a lot of money giving allowances to my staff. Yeah, so sebab kalau you work from home, you dapat basic salary je, no allowances. You don't claim for travelling, tak ada benda. Cuma I bagi all my staff a laptop, I bagi data, we pay for their data wifi semua, so that tak ada interruption nak meeting semua. And then what else? Itu je lah. So now everybody, I even offer them, look guys, kalau you all nak buat part time, jual anything online ke apa semua, okay. Jangan buat business logistik je, because logistic business is my business. It will be conflicting. Yeah. So I think they're happy. The last time I checked with them, they're also happy. We have a small raya gathering hari tu, tapi that's about it lah. And just to share with you, just before COVID, we closed down our Pasir Gudang and Penang punya branch. Yeah. Even after we closed down because we have to invest in the office and then business tak cukup kan. But during COVID, the 2020 end of 2020, we get the branches open again because everybody work from home. I don't have to pay overhead on office apa semua kan. So okay lah, you organize everything from home. Everything the HQ will do. So kalau nak ada invoicing ke, billing ke, document all hantar KL. Tak payah. There's not going to be an office down there. So you just manage, jumpa customer, deal with customer, habis cerita lah. Itu je lah. So I think it's good. Apa nama tu? MCO have changed the way we do things and we are embracing it. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Okay, I've been emphasizing a lot in my earlier chapters, yeah, that networking is very important, yeah. Macam Global Freight Network is Sufi Group is a founding member. We have 30 countries from 100 ports, airports all over the world, and a lot of business was generated from this group, yeah. So it was founded in the year 2020 during heavy MCO, and now since everything has been endemic stage, inshallah we're going to organize our first conference, kalau bukan end of this year, early next year. So first time, for the very first time, kita akan jumpa face to face lah, yeah. So about members, so hope we can generate more businesses from this group. Moving forward, IBF, of course, IBF has been. Next slide, please, Rita. So I mentioned in the CRLT slide tadi, IBF has been very important, yeah, to my growth as well. So we are thinking about expanding globally. So we are trying to use IBF as the platform for us to grow internationally. Like I said, although I'm gonna open offices all over the world, I'm not gonna have an office. Everybody will work from home. So this is gonna be my new policy or rather way forward. Yeah. So they can represent Sufi Group in wherever they are, but they're gonna organize themselves from home and they go and meet customer. So Malaysia being HQ, we're just going to replicate what we do in Penang, Singapore, Pasir Gudang, and East Malaysia. Yeah? So this is something that we're going to do. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Okay, this is one of our subsidiary. At Sophie Group, we have 4 main subsidiary. So Freightway is the one focusing on freight, logistics and transport. Yeah, macam tadi, Sophie Group at our group level, we are more doing advisory. I think I presented tadi. Kita ada buat banyak consultancy business project dengan the government, dengan state operator semua kan. So Freightway is the one running the show for us in terms of logistics, tracking, clearance at the port, freights, semua lah. So this is Freightway. Moving on. So some of the things that we do lah, CNF Freight, Project Cargo. One of our biggest project, we did it during COVID, purely during 2020, 2021. Kita pindah kilang, ada satu automotive plant from Bukit Beruntung ke Cikarang in Jakarta, in Indonesia. So kilang buat otomotif ni dia ada 4 press machine ya. So this press machine weighs about, I think total volume shipment tu I think about easily 500 tons, 500 tons of cargo. And then we need to ship to Cikarang. We're using easily about 7 shipments. 7 kapal kita pakai untuk hantar, to move to the side. So our contract is dia panggil turnkey. So we dismantle, we ship it, we clear in both Port Klang and Jakarta, and then we truck it to Cikarang, and we assemble and we commission. So right now 3 of the machine has been commissioned, tinggal 1 lagi. So we haven't got the last payment. So it was a very good experience. I love it so much. So if anybody interested to be part of this or to learn more about this, please give me a call. Just contact me from my mobile or my social media. So moving on to the next slide. So okay, we also do some trading. Like I mentioned to you earlier, we have 2 companies doing trading under Sophie Group, MA Global dengan FWD. So masa time MCO tu banyak work from home, and your class pun from home kan, semua PDPR lah kan. So we are selling a lot of these refurbished laptops from kita bawa dengan Dell, Lenovo, HP and Apple. So we I think masa tu we sold about I think close to 2,000 laptops masa tu. So this is a business that we didn't plan. Previously we just doing the logistics, tapi suddenly they have a demand. We assist our customer to sell this to university students, sekolah. Ada orang buat donation, Jambatan Agama Islam Wilayah Persekutuan buat donation to Asnaf So dia orang pakai laptop kita. So this is good But so in the future kalau you all nak refurbish laptop, you tell me lah. I think kita dah tak ada stock sekarang, tapi kalau you nak, you just tell us. We can work on it. Moving on to the next slide. Again, this business came about during MCO. Masa tu suddenly there's a huge demand on gloves and face mask. So we capture a few businesses. First from local supplier, and then we distributed in Singapore, and then we send a lot of samples to Latin America. We airflown them. Masa tu container pun susah nak dapat, kita just airflown them. We send samples, few container samples. Tapi the big order tu tak dapat lah. Kalau big order tu dapat, I become a multi-millionaire already lah. Belum lagi lah. Belum sampai level tu lah. But we do have a shipment of this. And right now, we are still working with Farman Niaga untuk this PPE. If you see the photos on the right hand side of the slide, We're working with MA Global and MedTech to supply this, and we supply direct to Pharma Niaga. I think yang ni yang apa PPE yang Zuraidah pakai tu lah. This is the one. Yeah. Kita still ada contract dengan Pharma Niaga until the end of this year. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Like what I said, we also logistic consultancy, business consulting, advisory service. So we partner with Vestera and ThinkPad. Yeah. So we're doing a lot of project in Malaysia right now, and hopefully we can go abroad when we secure the APAC business. InsyaAllah bulan ni kalau dapat, we're gonna get the appointment letter this month. So we can start to expand in the APAC economies. Yeah. The next, this is something that I the next slide is Rizal. Next slide. Okay, this is something that I personally, nothing to do with logistics, tapi seronok lah. So we're doing a super yacht. Yeah, super yacht. We're doing charter and cruise. This business started when I was at corporate farm at Northport. Ya, kita ada banyak visitor, so kita bawa dia pergi port tour from the sea pakai yacht. Ya, so I've been doing this for a lot time dengan masa when I was at Northport. So I still love doing it. So I keep on doing it. I charter a boat. Ni Princess Amalin. Yeah. So our boat can have a capacity of about 50 packs. Yeah. So kita bawa dia tour around Port Klang, Pulau Ketam, Pulau Indah, Pulau Keri. Yeah. So the tour can go as the shortest is 4 hours. Yeah. Sebab nak pergi tu kena take some time lah. Tapi you have a good time lah dalam boat. I mean, a lot of people doing selfie lah, masuk dalam Instagram, pelik-pelik semua ada. And then we can go up to 12 hours where some of our customers nak pergi fishing dekat One Phantom Bank. One Phantom Bank tu is ada satu lighthouse in the middle of the Malacca Strait. So that lighthouse indicate the border of Malaysia dengan international waters. So dia orang nak pergi fishing kat situ, and it's fun. But it's not cheap. For 4 hours, just giving you some indication. For 4 hours punya cruise, selalu they will tapau. I don't sell per customer basis. We sell. They need to tapau the whole boat. So it will cost about 60,000 ringgit lah per voyage. Tapi all in lah, kita ada bagi catering. So catering kita work with Concord Hotel, and then kena high class lah kan. Takkan nak kedai nasi kukus kat walk je kan. Naik boat kita buat special lah. Dia boleh masak the chef boleh masak the pasta on the spot, betul fresh. And then kita ada some music punya entertainment. Simple lah, 3-piece band je lah. Yeah, so but hari tu kita hampir nak secure Nilofa. Nilofa punya people talking to us. Dia orang nak buat launching product lah. Tapi tiba-tiba masa dia baru lepas kahwin tu kan, dia kantoi dekat Langkawi. Terus dia scrap, dia tak berani dia kata. Tapi we still talking to the people lah. Sekarang dah boleh balik kan. And we organize training. People come and training in the boat. Dia buat macam apa nama tu, company dia ambil about 6 hours. Dia buat team building dalam boat. Dia panggil dia punya trainer semua untuk do the thing. And then because dalam boat tu dia tak boleh keluar, dia tak boleh nak pergi lari, pergi mana, sebab semua ke sangkut dalam boat kan. So all dia punya head of department datang kat situ, start focus on team building. We also have wedding ada orang kahwin, dia actually akad nikah dalam boat. So and then kita ada satu family tu dia buat berbuka puasa. So kita naik dalam pukul 5:30 petang. So kita akan anchor dekat satu site yang cantik dekat depan Northport. So berbuka puasa dekat situ cantik. Bila malam lampu-lampu kat port tu cantik. and they're having a good time. So they even tarawih dalam boat. So kita ada satu spot dekat tingkat atas sekali tu, kita boleh tarawih, letak sejadah boleh tarawih. So it's fun. Kita ada about three suites and another 3 rooms. So suite tu master bedroom lah. So tapi kita guna untuk orang macam perempuan ke, ada baby nak tukar lapin ke, ada siapa-siapa pening nak pengsan ke, semua kita pakai bilik tu lah. Alright, moving on to the next slide. So in summary, this is the thing we do lah. Sufi Advisory, this is my area of expertise: port and terminal, logistics and shipping, surveillance, heat sensors, merger and acquisition, fundraising, IPO. Kalau nak IPO, we can assist you, yeah. And then for trading, we do halal food, medical devices, e-waste. I'm into recycling and green technology lah, yeah. So that's my kind of my thing. And logistics, we do everything lah. We do everything. Cuma we prefer to do the international part of the business lah. Because we don't own our own trucks. Kita outsource all our truck. My logic is I don't keep heavy asset with me, yeah. Semua kita outsource. So we don't have our own truck. So kalau you nak you can get cheaper truck from other people lah. You work with me, bayar premium sikit lah for trucks. Okay, moving on. This is my team. We have a small team, and everybody works from home. But we meet once seminggu dalam 3 kali. Most of my meeting is Starbucks atau Mama itu je lah. And kalau tak pun we just do a phone call lah, because we organize everything remotely. Later I explain macam mana kita run our business. Okay, moving on to the next slide. This is my subsidiaries and partners. So we collaborated with them. We are talking to a new company coming in. They are doing PNI insurance, yeah. So probably there's going to be our new subsidiary, yeah. So inshallah by next year we can betul-betul enter that insurance and PNI business, yeah. So moving on to the next slide. Like I said just now, I'm very active on social media. We have access to social media for our businesses. LinkedIn has been a very strong thing in my business. In fact, we are managing all our businesses via WhatsApp. China. That's how we manage our business pakai WhatsApp. Contoh. Okay, let's say Rizal dia nak order Lamborghini daripada Italy. They order from Italy. So banyak proses lah nak buat clearance dekat Milan, ya. So dia nak ship here. So I'm going to start a WhatsApp group. So Rizal, our brother Rizal going to be there, and then our Italian punya counterpart will be there, and then the seller are going to be there, and local import clan, myself, my team going to be on board WhatsApp group. So and at any time, sometimes 3 AM in the morning, Rizal tak boleh tidur, apa jadi dengan Lamborghini aku kan? They will text je, and somebody will be able to answer. So we used to have this tracking. We paid for these services called they panggil track and trace. So kita ada satu website, kita outsource to a third party, so dia monitor kita punya movement of the cargo. So kita just bagi password, kita bagi link, and then bagi password dengan login lah to our customer, so that they will know where and when the location of the cargo. So we scrap this business, this service, because the bosses of our customers will call me pukul 3 pagi. Dia cakap dia, I already given you the login and password, why don't you check? I pay you this much, you want me to do my job myself? So I cakap it's a waste of time lah, a waste of money investing on the track and trace system. I pakai WhatsApp je. WhatsApp free. So anytime dia orang nak tanya, I jawab. I boleh copy paste from from the system ke apa, I hantar kat dia kat mana location. Sekarang pun apps to monitor kapal pun boleh, it's free, yeah. So kalau I just search nama kapal dekat dalam apps tu, dia tunjuklah dia tengah berlayar kat Indian Ocean for example kan. So I just copy paste letak dekat dalam group. So they see, oh, okay, kapal sekarang kat sini. So this is good, yeah. So WhatsApp has been my business punya medium, yeah. I am very slow in email right now. Email official. Kalau you nak sign contract, I will email you my contract. I will email you my price. I will email you documents lah, mostly documents. Tapi since WhatsApp sekarang document dah boleh share juga pakai WhatsApp, so I don't need this anymore. Yeah, so tapi sometimes official things will go on email, but if you email me, WhatsApp me first. Aku dah email. If not, I wouldn't know. Yeah, I would check my email sehari sekali atau 2 hari sekali. That's about it. Because I've been monitoring all my businesses by WhatsApp. So don't ask me lah berapa banyak WhatsApp group I have. Berlambak ya. So but to me it's easier. I duduk tengok TV, I boleh serve, I boleh monitor my shipment ya. So that's how I run my business. So thank you very much. That's all about Sufi Group. Any question about Sufi Group before we move to the last slide?
Ni ada soalan ni. Dia tanya, what do you think about the future of maritime industry?
Oh, maritime industry mencabar. It's very challenging. Okay.
Malaysia tu.
Oh, in Malaysia. Tertinggal tu.
Mencabar because you realize kan everything has been disrupted. There's this disruption technology. Because of the technology, because of IR 4.0, a lot of industry, a lot of businesses has been disrupted. And ambil contoh, airline has been disrupted by low cost airline, yeah. Taxi has been disrupted by Grab, kan. Apa lagi? Macam dulu, tahu tak dulu ada satellite navigation, GPS, ya. Dulu kena beli that device. Basically that business closed down already sebab semua orang pakai Waze, pakai Google Map, ya. So everything has been disrupted. And one day I know for a certain my business will be disrupted as well. One day somebody gonna start up a good app, and they can purchase, they can send their cargo, their container, air freight, sea freight, just by simple tap on the apps, yeah. But nobody is able to do it right now, so that's why I'm still in business. So it's very challenging. No, even kalau kita tengok the biggest airline, the biggest shipping line in the world, CMA CGM, Maersk Line, MSC, now they are buying their own aircraft. So Maersk has their own airline now. They just bought Senator Air Freight, yeah. So they are now doing that business. So whoever doing airline macam Mars Cargo sekarang, you got competition from a shipping line buying an airline. Gila tak? Yeah. And also even Maersk yang besar tadi, yang trying to disrupt the airline, being disrupted by who? Amazon. They have their own ship, they have their own airlines, their own cargo airline. They are doing their own logistics, and they with data, real data at their fingertips, and they are more, how do I say, they are more efficient, yeah. So I think people like Amazon going to be the one going to disrupt the logistic business. Okay. So kalau cakap pasal shipping in Malaysia, right now just nobody can disrupt it per se, but it will happen. So the only way to go is digitalization, to join the bandwagon. Sebab most of these disruptors, what they do is they are the IT guy who's doing logistics. So they don't know logistics. They just disrupt because they are the technology too. So just imagine kalau the logistic guy are disrupting logistics. So kita yang buat apps tu, and we understand the business, we understand the little intricacies in the logistic business, the complexity of the logistic business, inshallah we're going to be better lah. Cuma unfortunately we are not that good in IT to do that. But again, I'm not going to stop there. We are trying to evolve. So Sufi Group, macam you see my vision and mission tadi, we are at the thick and thin of IR 4.0. We are slowly entering that, and hopefully we can continue the business for the next decade, or I can hand over to my kid one day, inshallah. Yeah. I don't know whether I answer your question. Can you elaborate tak pasal maritime industry in Malaysia tadi?
I think he's looking for in terms of, what do you think in terms of, is it going up, going down ke, sideways ke, macam mana ke, any opportunity for them, what's likely for them to expect in the near future? Are they going to see perhaps very low employment ke macam mana? So they're a bit worried about that. So dia tanya soalan macam tu.
Oh, okay. Actually, in Malaysia, kita ada few big losses in the last 10 years or 20 years or so, ya. Dulu kita ada MISC, kita ada our own container division. We closed down, ya. We totally closed down. But it's a bad move, because right now all the shipping lines, all the container shipping lines are making a lot of money, a lot of money. Yeah, the top 20 shipping lines in the world are raking about 500 billion in profit last year. I'm talking about profit, bukan turnover revenue, profit. 500 billion all over the world. So company like Costco, no, not Costco, Evergreen, dia punya staff dapat 40 months of bonus last year. And the cash are so much, so that's why people, companies like Maersk, CMA, CGM are buying logistic company. Kalau you perasan, CMA, CGM are buying Siva Logistic. Siva is one of the biggest logistic company in the world. I think they are in the top 20, but CMA, CGM beli. Macam tadi cakap, Maersk beli some airlines. So many things are going on right now. Those are some of the published. Ada banyak lagi yang unpublished. So back to Malaysia. For container shipping, we have East Malaysia punya business. Yeah, they are still growing. Some have been merged, and they organize themselves. Kita masih ada lagi chartering. Kita masih ada lagi business oil and gas, ya, OSV, offshore supply vessels. That one nobody can take that away, because kita ada our own fields, oil fields. Kita ada our own platforms, and Petronas being one of the biggest company in the world, number one company in Malaysia. So the demand is high, and kita punya petroleum deposit is not that bad. I mean, I think a lot of business will be coming from the oil and gas industry as far as our Malaysian maritime is concerned. And kalau you perasan, Pengerang, after Pengerang, there's going to be a lot of activities. Pengerang is basically second Kerteh, and they are bigger. And right now kita ada storage. Pernah dengar tak apa dia panggil lah? They do tanker tu anchor je dekat off Tanjung Bin area, dekat belah-belah Batu Pahat. Dia anchor je. Tapi dia full crew, ya. Dia ada captain, ada chief officer, chief engineer, semua ada. All the crews ada. Dia just jadi storage of warehouse. Storage of oil for trading. So this happen, dia ada floating to punya tank lah. So I think dekat situ aja, dekat border of Singapore, Tanjung Bin tu, I think kita punya storage capacity 1,000 tons, ya, yang boleh masuk ke situ. So traders from all the way from Middle East, China, Taiwan, Iran, ada dia punya oil kat situ, ya. So I think it's growing. Kita pun ada our Malaysian flag, ya. That's why Sufi Group kita nak enter PNI insurance. So because of all this kapal dekat the international waters, and so dia orang perlukan insurance to protect their cargo, their ship, kan. So insyaAllah kalau tak ada apa-apa hal, kita akan enter that business soon, ya. I hope I answered that question for you. Last but not least, ASEAN kita tak ada ASEAN big shipping lines except for PIL, Pacific International Line, that are owned by PIL are owned by Singapore. Lain tak ada lah. I mean Malaysia MIC dah tak buat liner service. Tapi kita ada banyak smaller shipping lines plying the East Malaysia route, ya. So I think one day kalau kita merge ataupun kita become a consortium of shipping line, we can play a bigger role at least on the regional level, ya. And kalau you read the Forbes magazine in 2030, Indonesia going to be the third or fourth biggest economy in the world. A lot of marine activity is going to be here, especially when we are strategically located in between of China and India. And you know, China and India have billions of population, yeah. So I think a lot we can do from there. A lot. I'm very confident lah, yeah. Sorry about that sound. My daughter is screaming, trying to enter my room.
Okay. Ada satu soalan tadi. Ada someone raise their hand tadi. Kalau boleh tanya soalan tadi.
Boleh dengar ke suara?
Dengar.
Okay. Assalamualaikum Dr. Wasila, Serizal, Encik Muhammad Faiz dan rakan-rakan yang dikasihi. Okay, basically I have one question playing in my mind. So from the point of view, Mr. Muhammad Faiz, during COVID-19 and movement control order MCO, how Mr. Muhammad Faiz see a shipping company or logistic company changing the game in business to ensure business, especially in shipping and logistic company, maintain its business specifically in VUCA world. I mean, a world full of volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and also ambiguity. So what is the view of Mr. Muhammad Faiz regarding this issue? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Asfar, siapa yang tanya tadi? It's a very loaded question. In fact, during the MCO COVID, I've done webinars just talking about this. 2 or 3 hours just talking about this. So there's no short answer to this, but I'm just going to summarize. Mula-mula memang problem because everybody don't know what to do, ya. Kapal tak boleh masuk port, ya. Semua orang takut this kapal gonna bring another COVID punya and then MCO, there's nobody basically working, and I think the workforce pun drop to 20% or 30% in most ports, airports. So obviously it's affected, and some of my trucks we cannot go, nak cross border pun tak boleh. I mean, I'm not talking about border of the country, border of state pun tak boleh. Yeah, so it's really problematic. Yeah, but within 6 months we start to understand. We work closely as an association. Kita pergi engage dengan menteri, kita engage dengan JPJ, kita engage dengan Kementerian Kesihatan, kita engage dengan MITI. We alhamdulillah we managed to come to kata sepakat lah. First kali kita bagi on cargo yang dia panggil forgot the term already, ya. Cargo yang urgent lah. First cargo yang urgent is medical, benda-benda yang kena dengan kesihatan lah, maknanya face mask ke pergerakan dia lepas, no problem, ya. So that was the first tier. The second tier kita start dengan food item, ya. Food item, we go on start dengan all the macam pampers, macam susu tepung, ya. So those are the items which is urgent, ya. So that is second tier. So and then when the economy getting a bit more relaxed, ya, kita they allow construction to open, so they allow construction material to go and movement, maknanya selling between East Malaysia allow, although international shipping kita tak allow lagi masuk. A lot of containers yang tersangkut all over Malaysia because these empty containers tak dapat nak bawa balik ke port, ya. So the demand of our containers has been increased. So and then the cost of empty containers, the cost of second-hand container has been increased. And then the because of kapal tak dapat masuk, nak dapat shipment, nak dapat slot susah, the demand is lower than supply, so the freight rate has been increased. if you ask me, dulu masa before Gawat, just to ship a container from Malaysia, from Port Klang, from Port Klang to LA Long Beach, it cost about 4,000 ringgit per 20 footer. Yeah. So sekarang, or rather at its peak, it cost about easily 16,000 US dollar per 20 footer container, freight rate je. Yeah, so you imagine because of the problem, it became an opportunity. So shipping lines are increasing all the freight rate. And this freight rate, I'm telling you, dalam sejarah dia orang buka shipping pun, tak pernah dia orang punya freight rate become as high as this. Yeah. So that's why I mentioned to you just now, suddenly all these shipping lines, the combined 20 top shipping lines in the world, they orang secure about $500 billion profit, pure profit. Yeah. Itu dah tolak semua operating cost semua, dah tolak, dia orang profit je. So they are crazy. Yeah. So they actually making money from, sebab problem ni mula-mula je dulu. Mula-mula sebab nobody knows what to do. Yeah. We don't have a guide. Okay, kalau suddenly lockdown, economy tutup, what to do? We don't know what to do. So kelang kabut lah sikit. So after the 6 months, we getting better and better, and we embrace technology lah. Yeah, as far because macam a lot of companies we embrace technology. I cannot meet customer mah, right? I cannot meet my customer, so I go online. So Zoom, like you guys, we also do Zoom. Yeah. So I'm not just doing Zoom, I'm embracing my social media more. So I'm selling a lot more via all my social media. So WhatsApp, social media. So that's how we be closer. So a lot of companies are also investing on speed up their digitalization efforts. Yeah. So suddenly they have apps, they have a better ways of communicating, better ways of analyzing the data, the demand and supply. So people are actually getting better lah, getting better. I will try to explain a little bit more during my last slide about how we embrace digitalization during COVID. Yeah, but all in all, I think we have recovered as far as shipping, maritime, have recovered. Because the income itself speaks volume. Yeah, but people like us, macam myself, we are freight forwarders. Yeah, we are in between. We are in between the companies and the shipping lines. We still make almost the same money as we did previously. Tapi alhamdulillah lah, dulu tak ada langsung, sekarang dah ada lah. And for the first 6 months tu tak ada business. I mean, we just simply zero. Our containers yang dah ada kat port pun sangkut, tak boleh clear. Our containers yang nak export pun sangkut. And we lost a few contracts just because we cannot deliver the container. And of course they know the container cannot be moved because everybody is locked down, but they still cancel our contract. I don't get this, yeah. But that was the harder part lah during the first 6 months of 2020 masa the lockdown. But 2021 we recover. We recover. We do not cover our losses in 2020, but we have new businesses coming up. Yeah. So dulu my customers are mostly construction companies, mostly automotive companies. Now my customers banyak online. Yeah, banyak online punya customers. So I found new businesses also doing this, and now Pharmanaga PPE business, there's also one good contributor in our business. So in a way, we lost some, we gain some, and inshallah, hopefully we become a better service provider to our client. Yeah, I hope I answer your question. Thank you.
Ni Encik Faiz ada lagi dua tapi di combine soalan dia more looking like in terms of oil and gas industry.
Okay.
What do you think about the oil and gas? Is it something that we can look forward, or is it something that we need to worry?
Hey, korang tak baca paper ke? Oil and gas tengah gempak ni. Apa lah korang ni? Soalan ni doesn't have to come out, you know. I mean, all the big oilers are making money when the price of oil is high. And you know now, you kena potong tangan kot, jual tangan nak beli minyak. you cannot use RON 97. It's too expensive. I use RON 95 all the way. So when the oil price is getting higher and higher, all the oil and gas company are making a lot of money. And do you know that during COVID, the most the biggest capitalization company in the world was Apple, because dia punya a lot of people are buying their shares, and dia punya market capitalization, they become the first company kot yang dapat trillion dollar punya market cap. But now tahu siapa? Aramco is Saudi Arabia punya oil company, just because oil and gas punya price are getting higher, and we're not the most this is not the most expensive time oil and gas, sebab the per barrel is only $80. At one time it hit $110, $120. We just at $80 right now. Aramco dah become the biggest market capitalization in the world. So I think oil and gas is here to stay, not a problem. Just to give you a little bit more example, masa harga minyak drop, masa dia drop dekat kan masa tengah MCO tak ada orang pakai minyak, so harga minyak is the lowest lah. So masa tu a lot of our platform drilling punya capacity dekat the oil fields in East Malaysia, dekat Sabah, Sarawak, dekat Terengganu semua. Masa tu a lot of this platform tutup. Dia macam dia tak ada, dia dormant. Dia tak drill, ya. But now I think it's close to 100% already. I can vouch this because I got orders to bring barites from Thailand. Barites ni is actually a mineral, a chemical mineral yang digunakan, dicampur dengan some of the muds, mud apa cakap Melayu, muds, lumpur, untuk dalam proses drilling. Dulu barit punya demand ni drop gila. Tapi sekarang barit dia punya demand is about 10,000 ton per month for Kemaman dengan Labuan. Sebab dekat Kemaman kita ada KSB, Labuan ada ASB. So demand for both supply base become 10,000 each a month. Tak pernah dengar sebelum ni. So my logic is purely because all the drilling platform are going overtime. Sebab suddenly barat punya demand tinggi kan. So dulu barat kita ambil kat India je. Sekarang dia kena ambil dari Thailand. I dengar Haiphong from Vietnam also supplying barat to local. So this is good business lah. It's not a main indicator, but I can assume the oil and gas activity are getting better and better. So if you in the future, kalau you tengok nak tahu bila oil and gas are making money, is when the price of oil is highest. Dia orang betul-betul buat duit, and dia orang akan they will spend. So for barat and Thailand tu, I quoted satu harga, dia orang tanpa negotiate dia orang ambil je. So rasa rugi pula, kod rendah, betul kod tinggi lagi kan. So don't worry, oil and gas is here to stay, and selagi minyak mahal, selagi tu dia orang making money. Don't worry about it.
Okay, kita nak sambung lagi one more slide
One more.
Okay. Let me share.
Ada question tak sementara kita set up the slides? Any question tak?
So far tak ada lagi dah.
Ada
Betul this one? Social media in logistics.
Betul. So this is chapter 4 and 5. I combine in one slide lah. So the chapter 4 is basically social media. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Oh, you've seen this slide. The next one. Okay. Actually, I want to share our social media, Sufi Group punya social media. Tapi I basically cerita dah habis tadi pasal kita pakai WhatsApp kan, pakai Facebook. But this slide is important because I want you to embrace social media. Yeah, I want all of you to embrace social media, and this has become lifestyle. Yeah, it's not an interference. It is actually part of our lives. Yeah, so dulu mungkin lah social media ni macam seronok je, but now businesses are run via social media, yeah. And you know that all the social media, you know, they're making lots of money from advertising, and so their profit are growing daily. In fact, some of these social media are sharing back to the user, ya. Macam contoh YouTube. Kalau you become an influencer, you ada content, you punya subscriber hit 100,000 ke lebih macam tu, immediately you can get some money from YouTube. Yeah, so there are people are getting millions and millions of ringgit or dollars monthly from YouTube. And believe me, there's a lot in Malaysia doing that. They just buat review makanan je. Yeah, so and TikTok are doing that as well. Yeah, I hope I think Instagram also doing it as well. And do you know who is the personality yang have the most follower in social media? Anybody knows?
Ada ke boleh isi kat chat box?
Anybody know siapa the global personality who has the biggest social media punya followers? Okay lah,
Tak ada jawab ni.
mungkin lambat nak type kan. Apa Cristiano Ronaldo. Dia punya follower is 500 million tau. 500 million tau. 500 million follow them tau. And you just imagine Cristiano Ronaldo, dia seorang manusia je lah. Tapi dia punya follower bigger than countries. Definitely bigger than ours. Kita ada berapa? Population kita ada berapa? 30 million. Dia punya follower 500 million. Bloody hell, man. So you just imagine dia punya power to influence, yeah. And most of the top 10 are, you know, celebrities from the US and UK lah, macam apa Rihanna lah, apa lagi, Taylor Swift lah, kan, semua apa that boy yang can't remember right now. Okay, so dia orang ada follower. So you can do that also, but you don't have to Lisa Blackpink, yeah. Okay. Thank you for sharing. So you don't have to be at that level, but you know there's a power in this. But I want you to embrace this. Okay, embrace this. Okay, let me get you. Let me try attempt to get you one by one lah. I tak paksa, but I want you to think positively about social media. So first and foremost, Facebook lah. Facebook, I think Facebook started it all. Before Facebook, social media was not like this. But after Facebook, gila. But I personally dislike Facebook, which is a very good social media. Tapi I personally dislike because my auntie semua ada kat situ. Aduh, boringnya. Every time I post something, my auntie cakap, kenapa post macam tu? Kenapa cakap macam ni? Tak elok lah. Berdosa lah. I mean, malas lah. So Facebook, my personal, no more on Facebook. My personal purely Twitter lah. Twitter is where I rant. I nak lepaskan perasaan, nak bengang dengan government ke, bengang dengan siapa-siapa. That's where I'm using my Twitter. Tapi I selamat because I lock my Twitter. Jadi kalau I hentam Ismail Sabri pun, dia tak tahu. I lepas geram seorang-seorang adalah kan. Contoh. Yeah. By the way, I tak marah Ismail Sabri. I tak ada masalah dengan dia. Okay. So Facebook, all my businesses kita ada social media, and Facebook we have some present in Facebook. But Twitter is my personal favorite because of the trending. They're the trending info. I need to know about any news before anybody tell me. I got it from Twitter. And I ingat dulu masa kita zaman I belajar, zaman you teenagers ya. Nak tahu cerita pasal artis kegemaran ke, pasal footballer favorite kita, alamak, nak tunggu paper ataupun beli magazine baru tahu cerita dia. Sekarang tak. Dia tweet, kita tahu dulu. Sometimes I read some of the tweets like 2 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, benda tu fresh. From them. So very personalized. So I really like Twitter, and Twitter helps me a lot in engaging with government agencies, because I log my personal Twitter je, tapi I open my company Twitter. So every time I engage dengan Menteri Pengangkutan ke, I engage dengan Jabatan Laut, I engage dengan JPJ, they will reply, they will reply. So sometimes I DM dengan diorang. I complain about jalan berlubang dekat Setialam ni, ada motor accident. I tweeted dengan MB Selangor, I tweeted dengan MBSA. They actually replied because I actually take a photo and publish it in my timeline. So it's a very powerful tool kalau you are pandai guna lah. But I'm not an influencer. I tak ada lah berpuluh ribu follow I. But it get my job done. So I want you to find ways to engage with them as well, to capitalize on the power of social media. And so balik kepada tadi, ada soalan macam mana to prepare yourself tadi kan, to nak start kerja, how to prepare yourself. A lot of these social media are actually for you to take advantage of. Macam for example lah, I'm not trying to get a job from Asia. Tapi I follow Tony Fernandez, Tony Fernandez follow me. Sometimes I comment dekat dia punya posting, dia reply. So you imagine you can engage with that guy yang kalau you betul-betul nak kerja dengan dia, you already engage dengan dia. You just imagine. On the day of the interview, you tweet, you interview, tiba-tiba dia retweet that you coming interview at Asia. You got the job, man. Takkan HR tak bagi. I mean, just a simple example. I engage with a lot of these business captain of the industry, the leader of businesses, just because I'm trying to do business with them, ataupun sometimes just nak engage je. Kalau nak jumpa dengan diorang memang tak lah. We're not that level kan. I don't have a family yang kenal bos-bos besar tu. I'm just somebody like you, from yang tak ada contact dengan siapa-siapa. I mean, I just started my own business purely because of my passion toward this business. I tak ada dapat grant daripada kerajaan ke, ataupun ada contact buat business juta-juta macam Zahid Hamidi ke, tak. I don't have that, But this thing help me, Macam Instagram helps me a lot dalam my online business. I think I mentioned it so many times today. A lot of these personal shoppers, diorang actually jual barang dia dekat Instagram. I engage dengan dia. Can I assist you to ship the cargo? Macam Vivi Yusof, I have nothing against them. Nelofa, they are leading their punya own business empire, I mean, kalau you tak engage dengan dia, macam mana you nak dapat to be part of that? To me, I'm not asking for a job with them. I want their business. So obviously they might have a problem in logistics here and there. If I can help, I can help. So macam you guys basically trying to make yourself heard. Kalau you hari-hari tu dia kan, dia notice you ke, dia reply ke you ke, take that advantage, DM terus. So in Instagram. Okay, LinkedIn is my second favorite, but as far as my business is concerned, it's number one. LinkedIn is and I want to urge today, semua yang attend my lecture hari ni, please set up your LinkedIn account. Siapa yang belum ada, set up now. And then kalau you tengok I punya CV tadi, the same CV is on my LinkedIn. Data dia sama. Why? Because this is where I meet business people. And the best part is it's global, all over the world. So kalau you tak ada LinkedIn, orang nak search you, tak jumpa you online, macam mana nak dapat kerja? I mean, nowadays, obviously, kalau siapa-siapa yang minta kerja dengan I, first kali, I akan search di LinkedIn. Kalau dia tak ada LinkedIn, cakap apa benda kau ni? I mean, yes, CV is still important. But sometimes nak tunggu CV, HR, ada kat HR lah, tunggulah nak email lah, lambat lah, apa benda lah. Kalau if I'm really interested with that candidate, I terus cari LinkedIn dia. Kalau jumpa, I terus baca. I terus tahu whether dia bagus ke tak. In fact, kalau I suka, I terus DM dia. Okay, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? So that's how we engage dengan the employment market, and it's going to be there in the future. So kalau you think you don't want to have a LinkedIn, you can bukanlah tak ada peluang langsung, ada, tapi peluang je minimize. Yeah, so I urge everybody mesti ada LinkedIn. So Rizal, make sure minggu depan check semua mesti ada LinkedIn account. Yeah, wajib. I mean, if you care about your future, at least have a LinkedIn account. Yeah. So come connect with me. I can coach you if you need anything. Connect with me, DM me. I will happy to assist you. Yang mana ada. I mean, a lot of my contacts. Okay, that is LinkedIn, and then YouTube. We have Sufi Group also. We have our channel. Tapi sebab kita tak ada content provider, so our YouTube tak banyak lah. Tapi I'm running the social media for CILT as well. So a lot of CILT punya webinars ada dalam social media, dalam our YouTube. So kalau you go to CILT Malaysia punya YouTube account, you boleh jumpa all the webinars yang kita pernah conduct, all the programs. Kita ada I tak tahu lah, mungkin I don't know whether you all know or not, masa tengah MCO kan, you tak dapat pergi buat lawatan kan. You tak boleh pergi port, you tak boleh pergi airport, you cannot do industrial visit. So what we do is we do a virtual port tour. Yeah, so you can visit Port of Tanjung Pelepas, you can visit Pasir Gudang, PTP, Wan Hai, Westport, Northport, Penang Port, Sabah Port, semua ada. So we have that. So because we think, and the thing is, a lot of our CRT members from all over the world are enjoying the same trip as well. And Indonesia, some African country, Ghana, Kenya, Zimbabwe are asking us how to do a visual port tour. Senang je, tak susah pun kan. So we guide them, so they are doing their own. So we have visitors, viewers from UK, you know, from Europe as well. So these are the things that we can do by social media. Walaupun kita duduk kat rumah je, kita boleh buat. So for example, Rizal, kalau you nak buat assignment pasal Port of Tanjung Pelepas, suruh dia tengok YouTube je. Okay, you view that YouTube, okay, lepas tu buat assignment, settle. Dah ada lah. YouTube, CILT semua ada. TikTok is something very foreign to me. I'm slow in picking up TikTok, tapi probably the younger generation like you guys will be able to do it. Macam my daughters, my son, memang laju lah TikTok ni. Buat joget TikTok semua tu. Tapi if you notice, TikTok ada juga banyak on business. So what they did in business, dia ajar, macam contoh, I'm thinking about starting my TikTok to teach them about containers, teach them about ship chartering, teach them about clearance at the port, ship clearance at the port. So I'm giving out content data to teach them. Yeah. So sekarang orang dah tak baca lah. Kalau buka website pun dah banyak video. Yeah. So people love listening and watching rather than reading right now. Yeah. So I'm trying to do more content, and the beauty part of this is we can actually do content on, kita pakai content orang because the same operation, tapi kita minta kebenaran lah kan, kita minta kebenaran, dan they don't complain so much juga because they did it for public anyway kan. So the more we share dia punya content, dia ada more follower, more subscriber, more views kan. So Snapchat, I don't know about Snapchat so much. Hopefully kalau korang bagus about it, if you think it can benefit you, go ahead. Yeah, but I know Snapchat ni wujud lah. Yeah, and then WhatsApp, I don't know WhatsApp is considered social media ke tak, tapi it's damn social for me. So I'm so happy to do WhatsApp. Like I mentioned to you just now, I run my business practically on WhatsApp. People are running it on Telegram as well. I don't want to do Telegram because WhatsApp ni dah tak terlarat nak layan lah. So kalau you wanna ask me, trying to follow me on Telegram, I do not have Telegram. But basically they have the same impact. Yeah. So that's social media. So Tinder, I don't know lah. Tinder korang ada ke tak? I don't have. I'm happily married, so dah tak perlu lagi dah. So kalau yang masih nak mencari jodoh, silakan ya. So that's about it lah on social media. I love to hear feedback about you guys. So what I'm sharing with you, I'm running social media not just for my personal, but for my business. And I actually gaining a lot of businesses just from social media. And knowing how to engage it. And kalau you betul-betul pandai manage your content, create good content, you can even get money from social media. So kalau you are running away from social media, it's the wrong move. You should have all the social media on board. Yeah. For example, Twitter, I ada 8 account. I'm running 8 accounts from Twitter. Sama dengan Instagram, Twitter and Instagram. LinkedIn, I manage all my company's accounts. I manage the IoT accounts. I think LinkedIn ada 12 account I manage. Yeah. So it's good. Yeah, it's good. Apa nama tu, kalau you all can do this. Tapi kalau tak ada, benda ni bukan wajib. Cuma you gonna miss out on a lot of things. Yeah. So kalau you need me to coach on this, you just contact me directly. Thank you very much I'm done with social media. Kalau ada apa soalan, please ask later. Yeah. So let's go to the last chapter. Okay, what it takes to be in the future of transport industry. So this is very interesting. I'm going to get you slowly one by one until the end. Yeah. So moving on to the next slide. Okay, I think all of you knows this. Yeah. Modes of transport, we have sea, air, road, and rail. Yeah. So basically, this is what we learn in transport studies. Kan? So moving on to the next slide. So a little bit more. Suddenly, the modes of transport from 4 tadi, they expand. The freight forwarding, port and maritime, bus and coaches, operation management, transport planning, even bicycle is part of road. Yeah. So suddenly it grows. Sebenarnya ada banyak lagi sub modes of transport yang ada. Sekarang ni orang ada apa? Grab, scooter. Those are some of the sub modes of transport yang wujud dalam dunia ni. So there's a lot of opportunity in terms of business, in terms of career dalam bidang logistic and transportation. Yeah. And I'm thinking logistic transportation supply chain ni dah jadi macam accounting. Every company need an accountant. Every company need human resource. So sama dengan logistic supply chain, suddenly the demand for us tinggi. Ya. Cuma kalau you have extra macam you can do data analytic will be good. Yeah, you can do some forecasting, macam warehouse ataupun manufacturing. They need some forecasting. They nak tahu demand. So that will be good. Yeah, they manage the data, the financial better. So if you're really passionate about these studies, the one that you're doing, it's not just good for your study, for your future. It's good for your business as well. Kalau you don't intend to work with people sampai pension nanti. Ya. Okay. Moving on to the next slide. Okay, this is some of the career in logistics. I mentioned this in the last slide, and these are more. And this is just some of them. Yeah, there's a lot more, lot more. You know? So I personally think transportation has been is the best thing that happened to me professionally. I mean, choosing to learn logistics and transport when I was in UiTM dulu is a very good decision. Ya. Kononnya dulu nak jadi engineer kan, nak jadi doktor tak cukup pandai pula, nak jadi engineer. But luckily I dapat transport lah. So this is where I am right now, and I'm happy, and I love to give back to you guys. So kalau you guys ada macam intention to nak buat apa assignment ke on anything, you want to engage me directly, I'm happy to do it. Tak ada masalah. My goal is to nurture people like you guys to be better than I am in your future nanti. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Okay, Industry 4.0. Macam I cakap tadi, during the pandemic, a lot of Industry 4.0 has been accelerated. Benda yang slow, benda yang orang takes time to grow. Suddenly semua orang adopt digitalization. Suddenly the simplest form, whether you agree or not, is Zoom lah. I mean, you can work from home and then you Zoom. Some say it's not digitalization. I don't care. As long as you use the technology to communicate, to go to classes, to to close your businesses, it's technology to me, yeah. Because personally, I think it's easier for me to dulu nak cakap dengan orang putih kena fly pergi Europe, nak fly pergi Australia. I need to go to Singapore. Sekarang I don't need to, yeah. I just need to go overseas just to enjoy traveling because I love traveling, yeah. But just to talk to them, to get business with them, you don't need that anymore, yeah. So I think you know about Industry 4.0. I don't have to explain some more. Cuma I just nak cakap yang a lot of the industry has accelerated the growth of Industry 4.0 dalam company dia. Kalau you tengok macam warehouse punya business, kita ada macam autonomous robot. Cloud computing has been crazy. You keep all your data because our company right now, kita work from home. Where do we keep all the files? Yeah. So kalau dia punya laptop tak cukup, so we set up cloud. Cloud pun free. You just guna Google Drive kan. Everybody use Google Drive. So it's easy, it's accessible. I don't know what to say, yeah. Augmented reality, not yet. As far as Sufi Group mungkin belum lagi, tapi you can see a lot. I think you know about metaverse. So this gonna be something that gonna happen very soon. I think the next decade, the move to metaverse going to be very fast. So whether you want to adopt it or not, it's up to you, yeah. System integration, definitely my accounting system, my logistic operation system semua we integrate. Apa lagi, big data analytics is very important. Our company has not invested on this yet, but we're looking very closely to capture all our data and tengok to get to understand the trends more clearly. But right now you can buy the data. Yeah, you want to know the logistic data. This one you can also purchase. So I embrace this and this is part of our company mission and vision. And I really hope we can do better. Hopefully, if we meet again next year or next 10 years, I hope Sufi Group is a more digitalized company than we are right now. Yeah. Okay. Moving on to the next slide. Kerja. Okay. Jenis-jenis pekerjaan. I mean, we're talking about the next 10 years, the next decade. Banyak kerja-kerja yang dah tak wujud. Banyak kerja-kerja yang dah menjadi apa? Different. Macam dulu work 9 to 5. We work anytime. That's exactly what's happening to me. I mean, kalau I got a Zoom session dengan Europe, I'll be talking from 8 p.m. 8 malam I start my meeting. I end it at 12 midnight, yeah. So macam kalau I need to catch Australian in the morning, I need to wake up early, I need to go 6 o'clock. Lepas subuh dah I dah start Zoom dengan Australia, you know, because they already started, yeah. So itu belum cerita US lah. I don't have much customer from the US, but we know kalau I need to wake up in the middle of the night, yeah. So I have this one customer in Peru. So dia selalu text me, dia akan text me just before I sleep. So banyaklah inquiry tapi we never start the business again yet. But business is ends anytime, yeah. It's no more 95. And then work in the corporate office. Ya, dulu you pergi kerja kan. Macam sekarang my staff semua work from home. In fact, kalau dia orang nak buat kerja, dia orang nak duduk dekat kampung dia orang dekat Terengganu ke Kelantan, I don't care. They can still make the work done. I don't expect to see them physically, yeah. So they just need to do. So basically, you can work anywhere. There's a new term, they call it digital nomad. You basically can work anywhere. In fact, Presiden Indonesia, Pak Jokowi, really embraced this, and he just offered to all the influencers in the world to come to Bali, to work in Bali, no tax, unless they're making money. Kalau they not making money, they're not going to tax. Kalau you make money, lots and lots of money, so baru ada tax. So they offer tax-free heaven in Bali. So imagine lah, I mean, Mak Saleh yang tak suka sejuk, tak suka semua, they can work in a paradise in Bali. So this is happening. And then using our company equipment, yeah, dulu I need to do photostat machine lah, I need to have everything in my office. Since now, they can use the devices, yeah. So some of the stuff yang perlu ada printer, I bagi printer free kat orang. I take care of the supplies, yeah. So can be some macam, and sometimes you don't need to print at all. Why? My letters apa benda semua, I save it in PDF. I send my invoices, my letters, my bills, my quotation, semua I can do it from my laptop je. I tak payah print pun. So basically we almost paperless at my house. Because now I'm working from home. At my home office ni basically almost paperless. Paper yang ada pun bill telefon ataupun bill bayar ni bayar tu itu je, ya. So there's a lot more share information. You can be a leader. People can hear you. Smaller meeting dulu bila meeting besar-besar tak ada. Sekarang time meeting hari-hari, people start need to talk because it's a Zoom meeting, yeah. So there's a lot more, yeah. Kalau you have any question on this, I'd love to engage you one by one. So I just want you to know that the business world, the corporate world, the world is actually changing. So some of the jobs that you are trying to do, even macam I cakap tadi, freight forwarder might not be there in the next 10 years. Kalau anybody can disrupt freight forwarding, mampus. I'm going to be out of business, yeah. So I'm preparing myself to be relevant in the next decade, yeah. Okay. Moving on to the next slide, please. Okay, EV and autonomous vehicle. This is basically tak dapat dielakkan, ya. I mean, it will happen. It is inevitable, ya. The most richest man in the world, Elon Musk. He started an EV company. He betted on electric vehicle, yeah, in Tesla. So now it is one of the biggest company in the world, yeah. If not the biggest, yeah. EV is here to stay, and I love to have an EV cars as well. You just imagine. First and foremost, I tak payah service my car because I don't have engine. Nak service benda. Ya, sekarang ni every 10,000 kilometers I need to service. With EV I don't need, I just tukar tayar je. Yeah, so and then I don't have to pump petrol. You know how much petrol cost right now? Somebody asked about oil and gas kan. Petrol is the highest time right now. So dulu kalau I ada my car fill up penuh RM80, ya. Dulu masa I mula beli RM60 je. Oh no, now it's RM90. Dulu masa mula beli RM60 je. Sekarang 90 I cannot cover 1 week. I need to pump it twice. Kalau di meeting kat KL 2-3 hari kita pergi Putrajaya ke, boom, habis. Yeah. So imagine EV I just charge macam phone je, just charge. It does not mean that charging doesn't cost money, but it's definitely cheaper. Yeah, you're in control. So if I have the opportunity, I'll buy one. No question asked. Yeah. And then autonomous vehicle. So there are one movie, I lupa nama dia. I mean they portray EV trucks, ya. Autonomous EV trucks. So dia jalan sendiri je, tak ada driver pun, semua autonomous kan. So that is something that, yeah, I think cerita ni lah Logan, yang Wolverine tua, Logan. I think in that movie. So that will happen. So and you just imagine you a business owner, you are the truck, first the autonomous, you tak payah ada driver, tak payah nak handle driver pening, driver isap dadah, driver datang lambat, pop lori jalan sendiri. Nombor 2 is EV, you don't have charge, you just need to charge, you don't need to, maintenance are very low, and then you save on petrol, and the saving silap gaya, you balik modal your truck tu within 3 years. Dulu nak balik modal truck dalam 5 tahun, 6 tahun. Just to break even on the cost of the trucks, yeah. Tapi right now, I think without maintenance, without mungkin jaga tayar je kan, I think within 2 or 3 years you balik modal. So I think this is the future. I think this is something that we need to look. Kalau you ada every opportunity to be part of this kind of company, go here. This is the place to go, yeah. I totally encourage. And autonomous vehicle doesn't mean on land only. I think they also tested an autonomous ship. They also tested autonomous crane are now autonomous. Some of the cranes are already autonomous. Yeah, and then yeah, don't forget drones. Yeah, drones now banyak used for recreational, but one day the vision of kereta terbang will happen. Yeah, so kebetulan Aerodyne, Aerodyne is a local homegrown company in Malaysia. Now it's the biggest drone company in the world. Yeah, so there's a lot of good things happening in Malaysia right now. We're taking a lead in a lot of this IR 4.0 punya transformation. So you don't have to work with oil and gas or shipping line aja. You can go to work with a drone company. Yeah, so if I'm young like you, I'd love to do it. Yeah, Kamarul, the founder and owner, is a close friend of mine. So I've seen him before he grew his company to that level. Yeah, he used to do to make corporate video for us. So I'm happy to see him grow that way. Yeah. Okay, Rizal, moving on to the next slide. Yeah, we talked about earlier the first slide in the chapter 5. We talked a lot about the mode of transport, sea, rail, air, and road. But now there are more modes coming up. Yeah, Hyperloop. Hyperloop is not train. It's not train. It's basically a tube with zero. What do they call that? It is an empty tube of yang tak ada air, zero air from there. So dia letak this vehicle called this macam this vehicle yang you nampak dekat screen ni. So dia punya speed because there's no air, dia tak ada any interference. They can go as fast as 1,000 kilometers an hour. Yeah, so this is going to be a new technology coming up. So of course it's more expensive right now. It's being tested in US. It's been tested in certain European country. So this is going to be it. So it's going to be a new mode of transport. This is not rail. This is Hyperloop. Yeah. Read up about this. I think it end up siapa this guy Virgin punya founder tu. So Virgin company going to be the first one yang to launch the Hyperloop. So they have signed contract with Saudi Arabia, India, and some European companies. So they're going to launch pretty soon. Yeah. Moving on, Cik Rizal, to the next slide. Starship Earth to Earth. Okay, I don't know whether you heard of this company called SpaceX. Yeah, SpaceX is also owned by Elon Musk. Yeah. Sorry lah, terbanyak sangat benda pasal Elon Musk in my presentation. Just because I'm very inspired with him. Yeah, I'm very inspired. Apa yang dia buat memang interesting. Yeah. So what is Starship Earth to Earth? So without Elon Musk with dia punya SpaceX company, yeah, they come up with a technology to land rockets. Dulu roket pakai one time je, dia single use. Dia masa zaman NASA dulu dia hantar astronaut to the moon, yeah, to the orbit. Dia pakai roket tu one time. Dia terbang, roket tu jatuh balik ke bumi, jadi scrap, tak boleh buat apa. But Elon Musk was and SpaceX is the first company to ever recycle or reuse the rocket. Yeah. So lebih kurang macam kapal terbang lah. You just imagine naik kapal terbang daripada Malaysia, daripada Kuala Lumpur pergi ke Sabah, lepas tu kapal terbang tu buang. So the cost of air transportation will be very expensive kan. Tapi since boleh reuse, Elon Musk managed to drop the cost of space flight from it reduced to less than 10% of the original NASA punya launch. Yeah, so it is so interesting because they boleh recycle the rockets. Yeah, and when rocket can be recycled, meaning that dia boleh boleh launch and land anywhere in the world. And kalau you have been watching Elon Musk punya SpaceX rocket, dia boleh land on a boat, on a floating boat in the middle of the ocean. Dia boleh land anywhere. So it's very accurate, ya. So memang dahsyat lah this technology. So back to what is Earth to Earth, dia boleh go to any point in the world within 30 minutes. Sebab dia akan keluar dari bumi and dia masuk balik. So that's the faster way. So within 30 minutes, they just need to launch from wherever you are. Let's say it's US. Dia nak pergi Japan, they launch itself up. Lepas tu dia masuk balik the atmosphere. Dia terus land in Tokyo, and they can do it in 30 minutes. Right now, US and to Japan can be a 16 hours flight. Macam Kuala Lumpur to Heathrow, it is a 14 hours flight. Tapi with this technology, you can be there within 30 minutes. Of course, because the technology is very new, the capacity, the payload of the rocket might not be much, the cost will be expensive. But if you have an urgent meeting, you need to be there to meet the Queen. Within 30 minutes, you can be there. Yeah. So this is a new mode of transport as well. So kalau if you have the opportunity to go and work with SpaceX, or all the way in Texas or California, go for it. Yeah, I support you. So I totally support and I encourage. Be the first Malay to be working in SpaceX. Yeah, do it for the mankind, for the Malaysian people. Yeah, all right. Moving on to the next slide. Interplanetary travel. Yeah. Again, I'm still talking about the same guy, Elon Musk. So he has this vision to do to explore Mars, yeah, and dia punya mission is life mission, so that manusia ni, human being will be an interplanetary species. Maknanya kita bukan live in a single planet, ya. So kita ada more than one planet, ya. So we gonna start with Mars, and later we can go to another planet that we can safely habitate, ya. So it's very interesting kalau you go and watch dia punya YouTube and dia punya channel in Netflix. So they plan to apparently Earth and Mars will be in the nearest position every 2 years. Or the orbit dia pusing-pusing around the sun. Every 2 years, there is a point yang Earth and Mars will be at the nearest point. So at that time they're going to launch. So his plan is in 2024, if I'm mistaken, dia akan hantar few rockets to Mars, letak. Since dia dah ada teknologi boleh landing, so dia akan hantar supplies ke rumah ke teknologi sebelum tu. So the next 2 years in 2026, dia akan hantar people actually going to Mars. So the trip is going to take, saya tak percaya, I think between 4 to 7 months dalam roket lo, flying to Mars. So those going to be the first, I think by 2026, within this decade, you're going to see people living in Mars. So this is a new mode of transport. We always seen this in our sci-fi movies and TV shows, but now this is going to be happening right now. Yeah. So I urge you guys, have that passion. Do this, man. I mean, I'm too late. Yeah, I'm too late. InsyaAllah, kalau I ada pun, I'm going to supply some things to SpaceX lah. But you guys, you need to do it. So you imagine dia dah ada some drawing, dia dah ada plan how to grow the city in Mars. Dia dah ada, you know. I can spend another 2 hours talking about this, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, kalau you're betul-betul interested, I can have a special session just to do this. Maybe a teh tarik session with you guys later lah, one of these days. Yeah. So next slide. I think that's about it. Thank you very much. I think that's the end of our berapa jam ni session ya. We started at about 3 o'clock. Right now is sekarang berapa?
Dah dekat 5:30 dah.
Itulah. So basically, I really enjoyed your attention. I hope I don't bore you with all my things. My whole idea is to share as much as I can. And I have what just now I told you I have 555, yeah. So I shared you my first 5, and I shared you my second 5. This is my third 5, yeah. So this is my parting punya notes, my last, my third 5. So my advice to you is first to engage yourself in whatever activities, session, program in dalam university. Be as active as you can, yeah. I don't know if you guys introvert, you lepak dengan another introvert guy lah, yeah. Just do something, just connect, yeah. Try to network yourself. You must start somewhere, and the best place to start is university lah, yeah. So kalau you are active in association, you don't need to be in association to be active. Sometimes you just love sekarang banyak this millennials, dia orang pakai baju macam Sailor Moon lah, macam superhero lah, apa benda. Cosplay. Like if you just need it, if you love it so much, do it, you know. I mean, engage with something, do something, connect with people, belajar how to communicate, belajar how to talk to them. But why I encourage you to join association, you get to join meetings early on, ya. Sebab pergi kelas mana ada meeting, kita kelas tu belajar. But meeting, you learn how to talk, to speak in public dalam association. And during working nanti, memang banyak meeting. Kalau you are unable to express yourself dalam meeting, nak selit, nak cakap pun tak boleh, tak tahu macam nak mencelah, macam mana? Kan? So, I think that is basic. You need to know that. I think by now, everybody need to have the opportunity. But again, I have belief in the millennials, in your generation, because sometimes your generation cakap terus je. Dia tak ada fikir implication. If Melayu marah lah, Melayu kata tak ada sopan lah, you know, tak ada adab lah orang kata. But it makes you sampaikan your message. That's the most important thing, yeah. So that's number 1, yeah. Engage in university. Number 2, network. Sekarang ni you have WhatsApp group, you have social media. You can join any kind of groups, yeah. Network. Try to network globally. Allow yourself the chance to speak to people in China, in German. Learn the language if you need to. And some of you guys love Korean drama. Go ahead, man. I encourage you. I don't care cheesy ke Korean tu, tapi at least belajarlah bahasa Korea, you know. If you love Japanese, do it, man. I mean, you need to have a third or fourth language. I don't care. Try to do it. So jangan macam tengok Korean drama, balik layan sedih je, layan feeling je, jangan. Learn the language, ya. Duk makan makanan Korea tu, learn the language. I've been telling my kids, jangan duk sibuk nak pergi makan Korea je, tapi cakap Korea pun tak tahu. Kamsahamnida je. Okay, that is networking. The third one will be learn. So I encourage you to learn as much as you can. Whatever you can do. Right now, you can learn via YouTube. You can learn language, you can learn skill, you can do programming, you can do coding, whatever, learn. Now is the time, it's easier to learn. And macam pergi kelas, belajar yang terpaksa, you need to do it. You tak suka ke, you suka ke, you kena pergi kelas, you kena belajar, you kena pass. But you have passion on something else, do it, yeah. So take the advantage. Try to gain as much as you can dalam masa yang you ada dekat dalam universiti tu lah. But then again, learning is unending lah. You can learn towards until the end of your life. It's a lifelong learning. I believe in that. Lepas tu, the fourth one will be do it all. You try lah. This is the best time to try. You nak main rugby ke, you nak main volleyball, you nak berenang, you nak buat apa pun, this is the time. So sebab bila you kerja ni, you don't have time. You just so damn busy, ya. So if you have opportunity, you know, orang kata cricket, benda cricket, kalau you ada peluang belajar main cricket, main cricket. You ada whatever opportunity yang ada kat depan mata tu, you just do it all, ya. Don't think, ya, just do it, ya. Kalau you tak suka atau your body rejects it, dah, at least you pernah buat, kan? So I encourage you to do that. Kalau you love to travel, ada opportunity pergi jadi exchange student ke, do it, man. I mean, berebut lah for that opportunity, ya. And last but not least, monetize it, ya. Benda-benda yang you suka, you need to be able to monetize it. The things that you good at, you need to be able to monetize it. I nak bagi example, takut salah contoh. Lebih kurang macam ni lah. You pandai, budak-budak your friends tak kerti buat assignment, jangan buat assignment free, charge orang. Tapi salah lah, nasihat tu salah. But what I'm trying to explain is, if you're good at something, make sure you can monetize it, make money out of it. So in the future, you pandai buat video editing, ya, you pandai buat, you boleh edit gambar your friend tu jadi dulu kurang handsome sikit jadi handsome, kan. Those are the things you find ways how to ask them to pay for it. Don't do it for free. Never ever do it for free. First, second tu boleh lah. Tapi kalau dah demand tu dah banyak tu, you know you have something that they don't have. You charge them. Hari ni you charge 10 sen, besok you boleh charge RM1, you know. So that is the first point to become a millionaire, ya. Kalau you are unable to charge your skills, your services, you just jadi macam your parent je lah, macam from our family je lah, because we just a working punya tu. Tapi but if you intend to be a millionaire one day, intend to do business one day, you must learn how to start to monetize your every extra skills that you ada. So that is my last 5. That is my parting advice. So I open the floor. I give back the floor to Sir Rizal. Kalau ada apa-apa soalan lagi, please, I'm happy to assist.
Okay, thank you very much, Tuan, for sharing with us all your experiences, your expertise, your in-depth knowledge. I think the part with social media is rather new. Rasanya most of the senior jarang nak cerita pasal benda ni. But I think being in this generation is what they do. Okay, jadi nak monetize ke, nak capitalize on this kind of talent ni need a lot of brushing jugalah. Kena rajin, nak kena try.
You need to start somewhere. This is the best time to start, ya. You need to start, ya.
Definitely. So kita masih buka kalau ada lagi soalan-soalan, walaupun kita tak buka soalan sekitar tadi, apa-apa juga nak tanya ke apa pun ni masih boleh lagi. Cuma ada pengurangan sikit lah dari segi bilangan tadi tu. Dah mula ada kelas yang
No problem. I don't have any problem at all.
Okay. So kita tadi ada peak sampai student sampai 77 sampai 81 orang bilangan. So ada yang dah bergerak pergi kelas. Okay. Ada lagi persoalan, ada apa-apa? Masih boleh letak lagi di chat box. Tak ada. Okay. Dr. Basna, ada sedikit yang boleh nak dikongsikan ke macam mana ke? Ada nak tanya ke macam mana ke?
Apa yang nak ditanya dah dijawab.
Okay. Tapi kita menghargai lah perkongsian yang dibawa oleh Cik Faiz. Thank you very much for having this session. Jangan-jangan juga kita dapat council member selain daripada yang biasa kita jumpa dengan Haji Nasir. Tu yang biasa-biasa lah. Tapi it's quite rare juga nak ada council members untuk bercerita. I think kita pun tak pernah cerita pun pasal IVF pun. We know about Wilat, tapi IVF tu masih lagi tak clear lagi.
Yeah, don't worry. Kalau nak more info, just give me a call, ya. Tak ada masalah.
Okay. Kita akan connecting lagi untuk on that part. So kalau sekiranya tiada apa-apa, kita nak sampai penghujung ni, kita nak tutup majlis kita. Terima kasih sekali lagi kepada Cik Faiz. And then Dr. Masirah, thank you for staying with us for the longest time sampai habis session. And students, of course, you all stayed on sampai penghujung rancangan. So again, thank you very much, and of course thank you for the question that you've given. So I hope kita dah bincang tu telah pun menjawab apa yang you nak. Harap-harapnya it can carry you on further, and I don't know, perhaps naikkan you punya to the next level in the future. Okay, so thank you very
I
much.
pun nak ucapkan terima kasih for the opportunity. Thank you Rizal for reaching out to me. Again, you reach out from me from LinkedIn, ya. Maknanya you are using the social media already, so it's good. It's good, ya. And I pun nak minta maaf kalau salah cakap, kalau nampak poyo ke. I don't intend to brag ke apa. It's purely to share my knowledge, to share my my journey, ya. Jangan, please lah, don't get me wrong, jangan salah faham lah dengan all my materials and intention, ya. If I can create 10 more guys that's better than me from this session, to me it's success already, ya. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.
Salam. So thanks again. Bye bye everybody.
Salam. Thank you so much.
Tak nak ambil gambar? Ambil gambar?
See you again. Tengok gambar.
Gambar. Siapa yang boleh ni
Kat screenshot lah, screenshot.
Semua on lah
Screenshot.
kamera.
Print screen, print screen.
Print screen kita pun dah tak pas lagi. Okay.
Sorry lah, I bagi pressure to you.
I ambil. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Buka lah kamera.
Thank you.
Buka lah kamera masing-masing ada yang mana yang boleh buka sekejap.
Okay. Buka lah.
Ada yang macam ni pun ada. Aduh.
Okay, in the count of 3. Ada lagi nak buka?
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, belum.
Belum.
1, 2, 3.
Right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Jumpa lagi nanti ya.
Thank you Tuan
Okay.
Faiz.
You're welcome. My pleasure.